easy to pull off somebody.
Right. Next thing I knew, I was like in a laundry room somewhere because we were on a Boy Scout trip, but it had like a campus, and so like I was like in the laundry room being held there.
Yeah.
I was calling Cody a nerd for drinking, not you, Jared.
I can hear you call me a nerd.
Yeah, and I'm correct.
Maybe
So
my headphones are too loud.
anyway.
Hey, everybody, it's just us three now.
As it often is.
I mean,
Hello.
Actually, I never got in the fight. I was pretty good, very.
I've been enough for the both of us. You can have some
background.
When I was angry, I would hit my head against the wall. And then I would get salt in my closet.
Harvey, if you want, I will let you have a couple of high fives, and you can even take some of the weapons.
Get in.
I'm okay with it. I got my fights in government class debates. That's what I did for.
I fought with words.
I mean, I've roughly got it 50% regular, so you know, it's not bad.
Gotta get all of my fucking ducks in a row here, dudes. So you're more like a.
You're a flamingo.
Yeah. No, I think you put a dude.
Can that be a tit?
Yeah.
It's better than an
You a
albatross.
tufted titmouse?
Yeah.
Can I
the
be a
tufted
flamingo?
titmouse.
You guys can be the third one.
You're a swan.
Me?
Yeah. 'Cause
No.
swans are the most angriest.
I
of
can
them all.
hear us. I can hear us in the stream.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Hey.
Wow. Hello. Hello. Oh my goodness. We're here. We're alive. We're living. We're alive.
We did it.
Hello, Roller
Barely.
300 from work. You better not be productive and listen to us because
Wow.
yeah, it's not like but when we're at work, we work all day, right, Jared?
If you're working at work, you're doing it
All
wrong.
day.
All
There's
day.
nothing else I do during work other
Nothing.
than work.
I didn't have my Switch near me at all today.
I mean, are you sure?
I did.
I mean, you turned off the lights when you didn't need them, right? Or
Yeah.
and then turned them on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's always a switch nearby.
You know what, James? I want you to leave.
Okay. That's
Don't you
fair.
turn off that camera, please.
With all this turning the lights off, I'm getting Darkened States vibes.
Nice.
Well,
Hey,
I
was
there are
appreciate
no
thinking
bikes,
Lake
even
Wonder
though there
After
aren't
Dark.
any bikes.
That's
But-
what we say at the end of episodes is we're turning the lights off.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I don't know. I
awesome.
don't ever listen to that
I
part.
knew
need
that,
to
of course,
I
since
need
I
to
listen.
listen to all of them.
Hi.
I haven't yet, and I
I-
do apologize.
Look,
There's not too many out. There's only
Darkened
like
States,
9 or so
everybody.
episodes.
We're only up
Jared's
to
kids
9
on
and 2 parallels.
bikes.
Bikes, maybe.
Okay, but listen. Okay,
This intro
guys.
sucks.
It does. It really sucks. This is the worst we've ever done, but this is what they come for. This is what the people live for. It's Friday
the
night.
train wreck.
That's right. Choo choo, baby. Train is off the rails already. It's Friday motherfucking night, and you know what that means? It means it's us, this fucking crew, and it's not Monster of the Week tonight. Guess what? Monster of the Week is gone. Lake Wonder out the window. Lake what? It's all about kids on brooms. That's right. We are getting real fucking magical tonight and for the foreseeable future. This is going to end up being a longer campaign than we normally do on Friday nights. So heck yeah, buckle up. It's going to be great. And the Aetherium, which is the name of this campaign and campaign setting, because we wanted to create a magical world that wasn't super fucking shitty like Harry Potter is. So that's what you can expect is people who care about the world and care about people.
Shitty.
Yeah, it's so shitty. J.K. Rowling, if you're listening, you fucking suck. You can go straight to hell with your worldviews. And you have Mina to thank for that because she said something about Harry Potter, and then I got mad just thinking about Harry Potter, and then I was like, wait a second, I want to make my own world, and I bought Kids on Brooms.
It's not Harry Potter's fault. It is their
Look,
creator's fault.
It is,
Yeah.
you know
That
what?
is-
You're 100% true about that. There are still aspects of Harry Potter that I'm really nostalgic about. And that's okay. Harry Potter was part of my childhood. It was part of most of our childhoods. And it's just
not mine.
yeah, we get it. We get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
for once I'm in the in group and James isn't. This is great.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I wasn't allowed.
Good.
No, I got it as
I
a
mean-
free book in the 6th grade. So
I mean, hello,
I,
witchcraft. I mean,
woo.
I wasn't allowed, but I read them anyway because.
Okay, so
it's
we're
me.
Play-Doh witchy
That's
gay.
what
Let's
we're
do it.
Yep.
So
This intro.
hey man, this is what it's all about.
Worst
We're-
intro ever.
Well, I gotta set the scene. So we really have been working on the Aetherium behind the scenes for quite some time now, and there's been a lot of work that's gone into this, and I'm really excited that we get to share this with you guys finally. And I really hope you do enjoy it. And you should also really play Renegade's Renegade Games. That was their Twitter tag. Renegade Game Studios, Kids on Brooms, because this isn't even the first game of theirs we played. We did their Power Ranger game as well.
oh yeah,
They made
yeah, that was fun.
Oh,
Yeah, they made the
Cool.
Power Rangers as well. Yep.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I will
Learn
say that
something.
GI Joe will be coming soon.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just saying.
oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Nice.
I know we talked about it a while ago, but heck yeah.
I
I
wouldn't know
have the
how to
book.
play G.I. Joe.
Look, the Power Ranger game was a lot of fun. I know it uses the same system as GI Joe,
Mhm.
and it was so weird, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really
Clowns
was.
out the wazoo.
It was just wild. So watch that game on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's amazing. But we are going to be focusing on these wonderful characters these people have made, and we're going to introduce them and the school and the magic and the excitement soon. But I do want to take a second to say hello to Roll20, our sponsors, and our wonderful friends who provide the tabletop platform that we're playing on right now, which of course is at roll20.net. You can just go in, make an account. You and your friends, your enemies, your dog, whatever, do it. Get on there, plug in and play. Just get this sheet for Kids on Brooms. Get your PDF, get your book. Don't steal. That's not good. And play some TTRPGs. Roll some dice. And it's a really good time. They have all sorts of systems from D&D, which is real relevant right now with the movie trailer.
Yep.
Pathfinder, Monster of the Week, their own system, Burn Bright. They got all sorts of stuff. It's a hoot and a half. So if you're looking to play some tabletop games online, Roll20 should be your choice because it is a real user-friendly plug-in and play. Don't have to think about it kind of experience. So go have fun. Roll20.net. It's great.
And that's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
How we roll.
That's how we
How
roll.
we roll.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Roll.
We did it.
Roll. Yes.
Kids on vacuums, like in Hocus Pocus. That's right.
Focus for sure.
That's right. I'm very excited to share this with you guys. We're gonna get into this really soon. So a lot of work has went into this. A lot of thought. There's so many moving pieces going on, and I'm really excited. The system is really cool. It's a very unique system, I would say. Just the way the stats and stuff rolled, because they use every single kind of dice, really, from D4 to D20 for the stats, and D20 is your highest, D4 is your lowest. Real fun, real cool. And yeah, I think you guys will enjoy the flow of the game and the mechanics. So I'm looking forward to that. This is my first time playing the system. Jared has been playing Kids on Bikes, which uses the same system pretty much, just tweaked for bikes instead of brooms. And yeah, so let's talk about the Aetherium, shall we? Shall we? I will shill it.
Shall we?
I will. Let's talk about the
If we
Aetherium.
shall.
The Aetherium is a magical school, as we talked about previously, like Harry Potter, like Hogwarts, but it's in America. It is America's premier, premium, bestest, whatever you want, it school for magic learning. And it is, I would say it's technically in Chicago, but it actually lies at the bottom of Lake Michigan.
And of your forefathers.
Yeah.
All four of them.
All four of them. I have 4 dads. And one of them is a root beer.
I thought all 4 were.
They-
and you
well,
just
I
drank
did-
2 already.
Yeah, I did. They're delicious. Daddy, you're delicious.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
That is a
dokie.
quote that.
Yeah.
we're moving
The
on
energy
from
is
that.
just-
Forget about what I just said.
Mm.
So the Aetherium does lie at the bottom of Lake Michigan, and we'll get into like the quirks of that as I make them up on the spot. Well, some of them we've already talked about. And that's where the game is gonna primarily take place, is these 5 characters and their journey in the school. And the shenanigans they get up to, the mysteries they run into, and perhaps the horrors they face. Because the magic world is terrifying. So yeah. That's really all I want to say about like the Aetherium's like vibe at right now, because we'll kind of like uncover it as we go. So before I dump narrative on you, does anyone have any questions?
Just want to give a quick
House-
shout out to Arby, since they
Oh,
pretty
yes.
much
Yes.
patched this together.
Arby is the glue that held this whole thing together. Without Arby, I would be lost because my note-taking skills are non-existent.
The
Arby has
tens of thousands of messages that we posted before this game happened.
Arby has went through
You've been
every
talking
I
about this game
missed
since
almost
April?
all of them, and I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
been talking
not
about
to-
this game
What do you
since
know?
April, and all of us are notorious, except for James and Mina, because they're actually normal
They're
people.
adults with busy
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
They
I'm
don't
like, what?
hyperfixate
Really
like
chatty.
we do.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Fill me in. What's going on?
Yeah, that's right. I was like, okay, hey James, here's this. Be ready. We're good. And here he is. And here they are. Yay! And Mina has created a very unique character as well. So I am excited for you to see for what I know that the rest of you don't as well.
Uh-oh.
That's right. Little peek. So yeah, Arby, thank you so much for not only this game, but the Lake Wonder games have been painstakingly categorized and summarized in detail by her, which one day will hopefully be able to everybody.
Never thank me in public again. I don't know how to handle this.
Okay.
Just smile and nod. You're doing great.
Smile and say thank you.
That's why you have the lore master tag and roll Discord.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's get the fuck into it. Who is ready? This is it, guys. Finally, months and months. Ooh, should I put on the? Oh, you know what? All of my thing, I didn't even deal with music, so that's okay.
Cody,
You know what? It's fine.
the one thing you love.
I know. Well, look,
The
guys.
one thing.
The
That's
one
the
thing.
one thing that you
But the-
like.
that you count on Cody for.
There's just been so much like writing and planning and stuff on my. I just have like this week, next week, music. This week, it's just all us, baby.
I mean, music-wise, I mean, just hum a tune in your head. You know, something that, something like from Dawson's Creek or something.
Ooh,
I don't
maybe
know what that
maybe
is.
something from One Tree Hill.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
You know what? Chad Michael Murray, baby.
I don't know who
Okay.
that is.
We're
Just do ASMR in the background of everybody.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't do that.
Now,
I'll cut your mics.
Cody, we just showed our ages.
Yeah, I know. My
Or,
company does Chad Michael Murray One
right.
Tree Hill jerseys.
Beverly Hills.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't have
they're
that.
$99. He does them every year.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, Chad Michael Murray aside, he will not be taking a part in this, but somebody famous will.
Nice.
Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, so yeah, I know.
Is he?
I
Is he?
forgot for a
No,
moment.
shh. That's right. That's right. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Find the notes for the houses. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you get your notes up because I have them all up.
Oh shit.
I don't. It's all in here.
Notes?
Well, I believe that wholeheartedly. Summer.
I should.
How dare you? Now I'm gonna.
I'll
cry.
interrupt you all I want.
I'm gonna cry on camera.
Uh-huh.
I'm
gonna mute
bursting
myself now.
with nervous
Okay.
energy right now. I've never felt this nervous for a game in a long time. Not since I first did it.
It's just how I always feel.
I know.
okay.
Anyway. Summer has ended once again, and that means, unfortunately, the school year has arrived. For most American students, that means going back to the classrooms for standardized testing and writing boring essays on boring subjects. It's the same song and dance year in and year out. However, at this school, things are just a bit different. We find ourselves directly above the massive ocean-like Lake Michigan with the glittering towers of Chicago skyline as a backdrop. The city is bustling in the early morning, but our focus doesn't lie on the city. It lies elsewhere. At a random point, at a random stretch of random shoreline, there lies an unremarkable dock. Something that you wouldn't look twice at. It's old. It's dilapidated. You don't. You think to yourself, the city should probably remove this. It looks dangerous. But that's not quite the case, because that's what it wants you to think. You want to divert your eyes from this eyesore, because those who need to know do. Because as we zoom further into it, we see that it's actually not a dilapidated old dock after all. It's a imperceptibly long, beautifully constructed dock. Almost like a boardwalk. And that is actually the vibe that you see, because it feels so magical when you look at it. Just magic. And that is, in fact, what is happening. Stretching out further than you think it should, or than you've ever seen before, the dock is buzzing with activity. It's like people with luggage and children and families, and there are shops dotting the sides of the docks. It's almost like an airport, because in fact it kind of feels that way, because people are going somewhere. They're going to a destination. They're going away from their families for quite some time, and they're bringing all of their belongings that they need with them. And this large mass of people gather twice. Oh, sorry, Beth. That's my alarm for my son to go to bed. But he's already upstairs. I know.
Good night, Cody.
Good night.
Night night.
Good night. Okay. Anyway,
Our dad.
so you see kids trailing their luggage, clutching shiny new brooms. Some with brooms that look a little worse for wear, maybe hand-me-downs.
Dad, we were playing with Legos and I made this. It's like a little Lego gun.
Oh, that's cool, bud. He wanted to show me the thing he made out of Legos.
Go to bed. Bedtime.
I love you, son.
That's wrong.
Anyway, and so yeah, you see these people coming out of shops, kind of funneling towards a certain point that is at the end of the dock, and like past the shops, there's what seems to be like a checkpoint, and these people are getting they're talking to like employees. They're some people are even getting like their stuff searched. I mean, there is a big airport vibe to this. And you know, everyone is kind of going towards this point at the end of the dock, and you don't really know what for. It is, they're kind of like, there's a lot of standing around, nervous energy, people waiting for something, and families are saying goodbye to each other at the checkpoint. And at the end of this, it's all kids, teenagers, ranging from 14 all the way up to like 18, whatever age we decided was the biggest age that we had. I don't know, can't remember. But we start to see some excitement in this bunch of people, because if you look just past the dock in the water, you start to see some like bubbling, almost like the water is moving around. There's some splashing, and out of nowhere, in 3 separate points in the water, wooden structures jut out, and they continue to rise. And as they come out of the water, you see the shape that they are ships. 3 massive ships, with 3 a large mast in the middle with sails unfurled, and they come to rest on top of the lake, bobbing up and down, the water streaming down off the sides. And after a moment, ramps kind of unfurl off the sides of the ship and thump down onto the to the dock. And each ramp has like a different striped color going down it. And they sit like that for a minute. And, you know, for a lot of these kids, this is something they've seen every year since they started at the Aetherium. But for a couple people, and maybe one person in this group, this is the very first time they've witnessed this. They've heard about it, but they've never seen it in person. And these ships are magnificent. They're gorgeous. They are marvels. They are massive. They are intricately designed with a dark oak wood and their figureheads are carved of the likeness of the 3 founding members of the Aetherium. And after a moment, a whistle sounds, and down the ramp, you see a figure, a very interesting figure. It's a woman. You can't quite gauge her age, but she's definitely seen life at sea. You can tell that immediately. And you see that this person has a particular swagger to her. She's quite frankly dressed like a pirate. She kind of looks around at all the students. She has a crooked smile, and she's got her captain's hat on, and she's got a sword at her side and a pistol on the other side, and she takes it all in, feeling the eyes on her, and she like pulls out a pistol and like shoots it in the air. It is louder than you expect from this like old flintlock style pistol, almost magically so, and it gets everyone's attention because a lot of people were still talking. They were still talking with their friends that they haven't seen, or they're just excitement about being at school. And then when that happens, silence. And you hear her voice after a moment just booming like across the swath of students. Well, I hope that I was able to sufficiently get your attention, my dears. For those who are new, I am Professor Salem Blackwell, and I am the admiral of these fine vessels. Most of you know how this works, but for those who don't, please listen very carefully. As you walked through the checkpoint, you may have noticed that a colored dot has appeared on the back of your left hand. And if you all look, you have a dot. You have a color. I want each of you to roll me a 1d3 dice, please. Okay. 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 All right.
How do you roll a 1d3 die?
Slash roll 1d3.
There's no option.
There you go. Okay. Perfect. So, she like looks at everyone like looking at the back of their hand. She says, that a colored dot has appeared on the back of your left hand. Orange, purple, and pink. And those who rolled a 2 have purple, and those who rolled a 3 have pink.
You see Marine crying in the crowd. No!
Oh, yeah. Doesn't quite fit her aesthetic, does it?
No.
Each color assigns you to a ship, and you will leave your stuff where it is, and it will be loaded promptly. And I expect you all to march up these ramps in a very orderly fashion. Departure to the Aetherium will be imminent. Now, please, make your way onto the ships, and I'll see you at school. And she smiles one more time at everyone, because you can tell she loves this. She turns around and heads up the ramp with the purple stripe. And our cameras kind of focus on different students. Everyone just like starting to head up. But they focus on one student in particular, the newest student, one of the new students in the Aetherium this year. Lizzie, introduce yourself.
Okay, so I will be playing Indigo or Indy Cade. She is roughly 4'9", kind of on the tiny side, and she has this her hair is like magically dyed magenta, and it's tied in these like cute braided pigtails that hang down to her shoulders. And she's wearing like this sort of like this black shirt with like a pink cartoony skull on it, and matching shirt and the plaid socks and all that, and just holding her bag and this worn out, old looking broom. So yeah.
And how does Indy feel about this production? Because this is very dramatic. The ship's coming out of the water. The pirate captain, or admiral, as she says.
I think she's it's like her siblings probably told her all about this, but it's like she's still sort of awestruck, but trying not to look like the whole kid in the candy store thing, but she's still like just bright-eyed and this is finally happening. It's my turn now.
And as everyone will probably soon find out, one of your older siblings is quite the star. So we'll get more on that.
Yeah.
So, and what what color did you get?
Mine was what was 3?
Oh, you're pink.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with that.
So you head up the pink ramp.
Yep.
Onto the ship that is emblazoned with the gilded words of the Goliath on the side of it. And we focus in on another student, one who's been here before, done this before, and one that I think we'll all come to love in her own special way. Jared, introduce your character for us.
So I am playing Patricia Wilson, otherwise known as Trish. She is 17 years old. She has been going to this school since she was 14, obviously, and she went to her pre-magic school starting at 11, since she does not come from a magic family. She's big, she's buff, she's mean, she will punch you, and I don't know. I guess we'll find out more about her later.
That's
as
right.
Well.
She is a lovely character who I can't wait to see how she plays in motion.
Most of her stuff is maybe not obviously, but is definitely secondhand. She gets her stuff from thrift shops, and sometimes it shows.
Magical goodwill.
Magical goodwill.
That's right. And then we focus on someone else. And who shall it be? I'm thinking, let's break out of the original 3 players of this game and go to Mina. You have a very unique character considering the rest of these players. Tell us about yours. What's the deal?
Well, my character stands about, let's say, almost 7 feet tall.
Oh, I didn't realize that she was that big. Oh, goodness.
I'll go lower then.
No,
about
I love it.
6
No,
feet tall.
I
Okay,
love
7
it.
feet.
I
All
love it.
She does stand out in the crowd. She's standing next to her parents, which all 3 of them are cloaked. So you can't really see how she looks underneath, but she does. You can see her hands, and they do look stone and cracked, on the joints. They look cracked. And you do notice a more of a pointier nose, a little mountain on her nose, on her face that sticks out of her cloak, and it's also cracked on the bridge of her nose. And she's wearing a emerald green cloak along with her mother, who's standing next to her, and her father. They're both a lot shorter than her, so they look like kids to her. And she's sitting there Dad, I don't want to go with this ship. Can you please change it? Change my color.
That's not how it works, dear. You must get on the ship. Well, we all did it. It's part of the experience. Don't you want to?
Dad, it's pink. I
I'm
don't like pink.
I know, but we can't change it. Just go on, get up there.
Why can't I just ride with you and Mom?
Oh, I mean, like, we all have our colors, dear. That's how it works. I know it's a new system they did a couple years ago to try to make everyone mingle, but please, for us.
Grab my dad's arm and like lift his sleeve up just to see his hand. What color is it?
He's on the orange ship. Both your parents are.
Dad, Mom.
Go on. We'll see you at the school, dear. And they give you a pat on your rocky. Well, I mean, he still really have to kind of like get up there, like on your right up here on your like
I
bicep.
lower myself down just so they can.
Yeah, they give you a hug and a smooch, and then
All right, Mom and Dad, please be careful, and I'll see you soon.
Well, just behave, and they walk off because they are professors at the school.
I slumpily walk towards the pink ship, or the ship with the pink color flag, and she's like, "That's it."
That's it. We'll get to know more about Moraine soon enough, and we are going to move to.
I had purple, by the way.
Did you? Perfect. Purple. Trudging up. And next we will go to James.
Well, hello. I'm James, and I will be playing Dronix, who is a very interesting 15-year-old. He's actually not from this area, I would say, per se.
Not from the. He's an out of towner.
He's an out-of-towner. As you can see, he's not accompanied by any parents or anything. He's about 5'10" to 5'11"-ish. Pretty stocky, but yet looks very, I guess, happy to be there. He doesn't look like he's looking for a fight, but he looks like he can hold his own. So his main thing right now is that he's dressed decently. So it's kind of like, basic, clothing, jeans, and boots. But he does have something that looks pretty extravagant for his backpack or satchel. It looks a little different with different writing on it. So some would say in a weird language that some may not know. But as he sees the announcement of where we need to go, he realizes that he's got purple, and he looks up at the admiral, and he's just kind of like admiring the authority.
Oh yeah.
And he's just has a weird grin, like, this is going to be awesome.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the purple ship, for anyone who's wondering, is called the Mammoth.
And he's thinking right now, yep, Mammy.
Yep, you get on Mammy.
Yep. And he goes up.
And yes, so you go up the ramp with a bunch of other students. And finally, Arby, do tell us.
Oh, it's Alf time, baby. I had something I wanted to say and I forgot it. Alf is about 5'5", average height, slightly above average weight. She came alone this year. Normally she would be here with her whole family. They would stay back at the checkpoint. But she came alone this year, and she looks so terrified and nervous. Her hair is like in this really loose ponytail that's about to fall out. She's wearing a sweater even though it's the summer. She looks like she's about to freak out, and she is also just sort of like looking back and forth, searching for somebody indeed.
And what you got purple as well, correct?
Also purple. Yeah.
Ah, so no one here got to ride on the Titan.
Nope.
The Orange Titans.
That's right.
Just like Tennessee.
That's right. Tennessee Titans. Well, I mean, one of the Tennessee college schools
I
is
mixed
orange.
them up in my
Yeah.
head.
You know them orange Tennessee Titans.
Listen, I'm sick. I'm allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah, that's okay. No one cares about football.
Nope.
We in this group, we fucking hate football.
In this group, we love Hydro Seek.
Whoa.
No, not yet. Shh, not yet.
Did I mess up? I'm sorry.
Oh no,
It's okay. We're
was-
playing sports ball. It's okay.
Sports.
Is
Go
there a
team.
ball? You know what? We'll deal with it. I can't wait.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. No, you
So,
didn't.
can I try to do something while I'm going towards the ship?
You wanna already do fucking? All right, what you gotta do?
Oh no. I'm just gonna go to like maybe a cat or one of the authorities there on the ship,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I'm like, is it possible if I can attend the orange ship with my parents? I don't feel comfortable with the ship. There is a bully, and I don't like bullies.
You approach. You probably approach like a, I mean, you probably approach like, one of the deckhands who's, let's just say like a fucking, I don't know, lieutenant or something. It's not really military. It's more for flavor, but he looks at you and he looks up at you. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, miss. The ship colors are final. That is the rules.
Okay, but if you see somebody with a black eye, just remember it's from me because they were picking on me for my height and the way I look.
Please report it to us if you see anything like that."
I will. Why pink?
The colors change every year, miss.
Okay, next time, please don't use pink.
You're gonna have to take that up with the administration at the school. I don't make up the colors. Is there anything I could help you with?
Water, please. In my room.
Yeah, the drink carts and stuff will be around, momentarily. It's not a long trip though, miss. It's just down in the lake. Now, move along now. We gotta get underway.
Oh, sorry, I'm very large and I forgot there's kids behind me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Yeah, you see a bunch of kids like trying to get past you and stuff like,
Did I like scoot my way in there? Hitting like everybody along the way on accident. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm still trying to get used to my big body. I keep growing.
Anybody else want to do anything? Anybody else want to?
Well, I know that Alf is looking for somebody particular, and that person is, in fact, Trish.
Yes, Trish is also looking for her only real friend.
And Dranax, as he approaches, if he walks by the Admiral, he's probably going to trip a little.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Oh my god.
the Admiral is. Yeah, no, I mean, you can see her from she's like walking around the like decks and making sure the kids are settled, making sure everyone is behaving on her ship.
Oh, then what he's going to do then, if that's the case, he's probably going to be watching and observing and run into one of the other students. Just bounce off of him.
Into me.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. No, 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 no. Not looking for a fight. I just was preoccupied.
Oh wait, you're from the team in what's that house?
Lassa.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I recognize you.
Well, cool. I think. And as he's talking to you, he's still kind of peeking off to the side. It's like, yeah, I think we'll be pretty good friends. We'll have to hang out.
Yeah, she makes quick
just
eye
don't bump into me.
contact with you as she walks by you.
And Drenex quickly turns away.
She doesn't even notice, but she's just walking. She looks at Trish and she's like, "Ah, hello, Trish."
Hi.
Yes. Behaving, are we?
As much as I always do.
She.
Hello, Admiral. I'm Drenex.
Oh. Is this?
Dranex, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, is this your first year? I'm assuming so.
No,
Yes.
this boy's been here before.
I mean, I've been around. It's just it's complicated.
Dranex, you say?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So that's who you are. It's good to meet you. Yes, I've heard about your predicament.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I mean, everyone has been quite nice, so I'm very thankful and feeling pretty good about, my life here.
Yes, well, we hope that this, plane of existence, such as it is, continues to treat you well. Now,
Much better than the alternative, which is non-existence.
Yes, unfortunate. And she turns to Tristan. Well, you have the best guide and student to make sure that you find your place at the Aetherium once we arrive. Isn't that right, Trish?
Yep, Alf's right here.
Is Alf right there?
Yeah.
Dranex literally goes to high five Trish, and I know she's not even paying attention, and he just misses completely. And then he just walks away.
Did you? Hey, did you just try and hit me?
You okay? Oh.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, come back.
I don't think he tried to hit you.
Let's talk this out.
Is
It
Dranex
sounds
gone?
like you don't want to talk Trish, and I don't.
No. He's just looking over the edge of the ship, just kind of minding his own business right now.
He.
All right, I'll remember this.
Don't beat up a child, Trish.
It's not a child. I mean, it is, but aren't we all?
I mean, I guess.
I find a random first year and I'm like, see, now that one, I probably won't beat that one up. I might if they give me shit, but I'm not going to fuck that one up. Him, though, I don't know. I think he tried to hit me.
I think he tried to give you a high five.
All right, well.
We'll agree to disagree on this.
We'll find out on the sports field.
Sports fields.
Oh, I can't wait.
Sports.
We do got to find a good name for it. But Trish, as you're like, contemplating Draenex's violent act towards you, somebody kind of brushes past your shoulder, and they turn. Oh, Trish! I'm so
Why the fuck is everybody pushing me today?
I'm so sorry, Trish. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you back. And you notice someone who that you did not get along with the previous year. A student in Igaria, House Igaria, named Wilfred Thickness.
And who the fuck are you?
Is that with them 3 C's?
How do you spell thickness?
Thick, like thick, and then N-E-S.
Thicc.
Yeah, thickness.
ESS.
Yeah, it's Wilfred Thickness. Thick. Thicknesse.
Ugh.
And Wilfred Thickness is a rival player. He's the in fact, he's one of the star waivers.
No.
He's a
Our
rival
waiver's
player.
Morgan.
Oh no, one of them.
We only have one waiver.
No, not on your team.
Yes, you said he was a
Oh,
Jiria.
oh, it's right. Oh yeah, is Morgan in Nigeria?
Yeah, Morgan's in a Jiria.
I don't think
He
Morgan
is,
plays though.
Yeah, he was a waiver.
Uh,
I know
Okay.
my facts.
All right, well then fine.
I don't.
The-
Okay.
They're a they're a retriever then. A star retriever.
That's right. I'm actually you until I'm dead.
How dare you? And
If I
yeah.
have to change a single thing about the way I have this constructed in my head, I'll die.
And he looks at you. He's like looks at like all your like hand me down stuff, and you know that Wilfred is he's like part of an old magic family that have been part of the Aetherium for a long time. He's like star pupil and just pretty much good at everything. And
So, the opposite of Trish.
yeah, pretty much. And he looks at Draenex running away. Scaring the children already.
Are you purposefully trying to start something? Because I'm not afraid to do something right here, right now.
Oh, I wouldn't be so barbaric. Well, just greeting an old friend. And
Trish gets real close, and it's like, call me a fucking friend one more time.
I'm just the my favorite Picard meme. Just, huh. Well, I disappointing, and he just he's just trailing like a group of like brown nosers that like follow him. It's like a see you at school.
When he
Who
turns
was this
around
kid's
to
name?
walk away,
Wilfred Thickness.
Okay.
when he turns around to walk away, Trish is gonna push him. Not like hard to like knock him over, but just to like make him stumble enough.
All right, well, I mean, you got to do a little brawn for me.
Oh.
I guess we are doing our first roll.
Yeah. First roll of the day, baby.
And oh boy, yeah, that's gonna be totally fine to do that.
Got to give the difficulty before.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
difficulty.
I rolled before Cody said.
Yeah, I mean, this was fucking not a very difficult thing. I mean, he kind of just
kill this kid.
yeah, he falls over the side of the ship. You just hear a sickening thud. No, you just give him a nice little push.
Does he literally fall off the
Retriever.
edge? Does he fall into the water?
No, he just kind of like
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, because I'm right there at the edge, I'd be like, oh, and watch him as he falls through. He's like, oh.
And he like spins around on his heels real gracefully, and like he's got his like hair in like a tight ponytail. It's like jet black, and some strands are falling as he like twirls, and he just looks at you and he's like, huh. Oh, I'm not gonna stoop down to your level, Trish. Nope.
Is Trish taller than he is?
No, he's taller.
Okay.
He's real like tall and like athletic, kind of like swimmer's body. He's probably like 6'1".
Trish is 6'3".
Oh, I didn't realize. No, then he's not taller than Trish. He's shorter than Trish.
She like gets close and kind of stands up even taller, and is just like, not like you could.
He like bristles a little bit at that. Like swallows hard. He's like, huh. And like, he you can see like people like watching this, and he's just like, I don't have time for this. And then he just fucking hurries off. Is like, uh, you know, uh, just his trail of friends just like following him, like trying to keep up with him.
So Moraine's staring at the purple ship, like because she really wants to be in purple. That's her favorite color. Did she see this push?
I mean, it'd be real hard for you to see. I mean, these ships
Oh,
are
they're
massive.
far away.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
It is a pretty large
yeah,
ship.
you wouldn't see this. Now as you guys are all like settling in and some tensions are rising already, you hear another sharp, shrill whistle, and like a voice that covers all three of the ships, and like to make sure that everyone is below deck, and below the decks are kind of like, you know, kind of almost like train car rooms. It's kind of like,
Oh, nice.
yeah, for everyone kind of settling, because the trip isn't long. These ships are more for display and flair and dramatics. But
Go around the whole entire lake 3 times and
Yeah.
then
yeah, it's a leisure cruise.
Nice.
Yeah, no breakfast.
what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't eat.
But the ships kind of, after a moment, you feel like a lurch. And like for a moment you feel like you might start to slide, but like all of a sudden you kind of feel like the world you kind of stay stationary on your like level as the ship kind of starts diving. And there are like windows on some of and you can kind of see this happening, like the ship kind of descending down into the water. And now you guys start to make your descent, and it doesn't take long, and these ships kind of do it a little bit slower to kind of let everyone take it in, because this is not something that happens very often. This is once a year thing, to unless there's like a trip or something like that. But you guys takes about a half an hour in total. And then you start to get close to the school. And I need to get my school notes up, because it's the only one I actually don't have up. Gosh, there's so many things. Where is it? There it is. Perfect. Okay. So, the first thing that everyone kind of notices as they get close to school, there is this like ethereal, like emerald glow that lets you know that you are close to the school, because down beneath this depth of the lake, which is about 900 and something feet, so it's pretty deep down there, it is dark, and the ships get close to the school grounds, and you just feel this gentle ethereal glow as you see this there's like a shimmer, right, as you look at the school, which would be the magical barrier that kind of separates this school from the water. And on the outskirts of this like campus, essentially, is this forest that rings the entirety of this campus, which is very large. It's imperceptibly larger than you think it would be. I mean, but this is magic that we're dealing with. It's huge. And it is just ringed by this dark forest that at the edge of like this like magical barrier is this like greenish glow, and sometimes you swear you can see shadows of things darting around the ship, but you can't quite make it out because it's really dark outside of this like light emerald glow. And past these woods, this forest is this sprawling campus of the school, brightly lit. You can see the main like chateau style massive school building with this exaggerated like lawn center like in front of it, like with a pristine like hedges and walkways and fountains and statues. It is intentionally curated to look as like proper and appealing to certain types of people as possible. And you can see that and congregated in the front of the school is what you can assume is most of the staff. Some of them are riding with you guys on these ships, such as Moraine's parents, and some of them have already made it to school. And these ships kind of go through this shimmering barrier, and they I mean, there's no resistance or anything like that. They just kind of like go through it, but you can kind of see a distortion of reality as it passes through. And you are now no longer in the water. You can see that. Now you're all hovering above the school. The ships are now flying. And there is a like I would say almost landing area for these to the side of this massive like a main central building that these ships like gently touch down at. And another whistle sounds, and a voice of the admiral once again booms to all of you guys. And she says, "Welcome home, everybody, and welcome to the Aetherium. Now get off my ships." And now everyone who knows what the drill is starts piling out of the ships.
Yeah, Dranax gets off the ship pretty damn quick because he doesn't want to anger anyone.
Yeah. This is a new experience for him. Luckily, he was a magical person, because not everyone has the ability for magic. It is a protected secret of how the Aetherium finds its magical students and sends them their welcoming letter.
I feel like I'm gathering like the first year students.
You want to gather some first year students?
Yeah, just to kind of guide them to
Sure.
go.
Yeah, you see a couple of like just, I mean, obviously 14-year-olds kind of vary in how they look. Some look older, some look younger. There's quite a few young teenage boys who are sporting the grossest mustaches you can imagine. Just real just ugly mustaches. And they just look wonder at the school, and you kind of lead them out towards the main school ground. the ramps come down. Everyone files out, and you can kind of see that luggage is already being loaded off.
I see my familiar. I'm like,
Oh yes. There's one thing we didn't
Smiling.
introduce. Let's talk about. Everyone has an animal, correct?
yes. I have a rock animal, a rockane animal.
And what kind of animal does it resemble?
It is the smiling quokka.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Wait, yeah.
So it's like always smiling.
Yeah, and it's like darting in and out of your like legs. I don't know if they're like quick beasts. I'm not too familiar with them. I'm actually gonna Google them, because for some reason I'm thinking something that looks like a wombat. It kind of does look like a wombat.
Yeah.
I think it's a
I'll
a
give you
rodent, right?
Well, they're
It's,
No, they're
pretty
wallabies.
big.
Wallabies.
Yeah, they're marsupials. Oh,
Oh, that's a fun word to say.
Yeah.
Marsupial.
marsupial. Yeah, and it's kind of like darting around your legs, and some people are like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is that?" And what about the rest of you?
Was any of my family on the same ship as me, or
Oh yeah.
did I?
Oh yes. In fact, now you got to remind me all of
Okay,
your
so okay, there's only three that would be that could possibly be here. That's the older sibling or the middle sibling, Carmen, the older brother Morgan, and then there's Professor Cade.
well,
So one of yeah, did either of those three make it?
Professor Cade
with
would have
me.
already been at the school.
Okay, good.
But Morgan was with you.
Okay, yeah, I'm basically like stuck up under Morgan like a lost puppy. Like,
And Morgan looks down at you and is like, "Well, you're on your own now.
okay,
You
yeah.
look. Obviously, I mean, I'll be there for you. Like, what is your relationship like with Morgan?
I think it's I mean, she looks up to him, he's really smart and he knows everything,
I
maybe.
mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Practically.
Morgan is like. Now, there are some parallels between the Cade family and the Weasleys, but Morgan is a fucking star. Like, that I do have that correct, right? Morgan is like good at everything.
Yeah, he's pretty much the smart one, the like destined to be valedictorian, shit
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely.
He is
Just
the academic.
yeah.
But if I haven't
Competition.
seen it,
Alpha's gonna kick his ass one day.
she'll join his grade, kick his ass.
Moraine is like in competition with all three right now.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, got these fucking brainiacs over here. Yeah. And Morgan just kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder and is like, "Listen, look, I know I've told you all sorts of stories, all sorts of things to kind of like, some maybe to get you hyped for this, but look, you got this. You're a Cade. You're my sister.
Yeah.
Remember
Okay.
that. You're
I am a Cade. I am not intimidated.
no. And look, and if anyone fucks with you,
Carmen will kick their ass.
that's
they told
right.
me.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Can I like show up because I'm like with them, right, on the same ship?
Yeah,
You're on the
same
pink
ship
ship.
as
Yep.
us.
Right. So I'm just
Yep.
kind of like eavesdropping. I'm standing with the first years. I'm listening to their conversation.
Just the first year's trying to like excitedly talk to you, and you're just like ignoring him completely, and you're just like
Oh, like,
focused
I'm
on
just-
this.
I'm pointing to where they're like, because I can multitask, whatever they're answering. I'm like, it's over there.
Yeah, it's over there.
You know, like
Yeah.
it's right there. And
Mm.
I'm like, listening to was it Karma?
No, it's Morgan.
Morgan. I'm like, okay.
No, and like Morgan clocks you. Oh, Moraine.
Oh, hey,
Excellent.
Morgan.
Ooh, you ready for the year?
I am. I've been ready for the year since, well, last month on my birthday.
Oh God. It's okay. He kind of like nods like, good. Cause
So is this your little sister?
yes, this and he like introduces you. Yeah, indeed, this is Moraine. Moraine is a student here, obviously. She's pretty smart, I've heard and I've seen.
I'm like, I kind of lower myself to
Yeah.
Indy's height in a sense, like kind of
That's
like
a
lower
long way
myself.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I crouch down. I'm like, this is going to be one of the best years of your life if you're in my house. If not, then I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because Moraine is very competitive, correct?
I am very competitive.
Hmm.
Okay, I can be too.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine if you want to come with us. I'm taking the first years in.
Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you go with her, Indy? Just kind of make some friends. You got this.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna have to do that at some point, wasn't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
You see my quokka just like kind of smiling at you.
Yeah, it's like a rock, like marsupial. And what do you got there, Indy?
Oh, so Indy's got like her bag over her shoulder, and you see this like this little like, let's say it's a little gray rat sort of peeks out of the bag looking.
Squeaks.
Yep.
It's got like a little cracker.
It's eating like some sort of treat that it found.
And
Because I have treats in there.
it like comes up out of the bag a little bit, nibbles on your ear.
Mischief? No, not right now.
Just like
You're good. Ow!
Oh, isn't that adorable little rat?
Ow!
It looks
it
up
hurts.
at Moraine and just stare her like, oh God. It doesn't say that because it can't talk, but
yeah.
But it just like squeak, 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 and just runs back into your
I'm
bag.
sorry. I think I made your little rat friend scared.
Yeah, Mischief. No, he's fine. He'll be
Skittish.
just sort of curious. He's never seen rocks before. No offense.
We're called Rockanes.
Yeah, that he's
Yes.
he's about as inexperienced as I am.
And just for everyone's information, there are 2 other Rockanes at the school. So Moraine isn't the only one, but they are not. They are.
We're friends, but we're not friends.
Yeah, you know, it's. I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys obviously you're the only ones there, and they're not something that
frenemies.
We're
Now-
frenemies.
Now, if they're all together at the same time, would that be the Rockettes?
they just start kicking their legs. Yeah,
I
but
don't know what's happening.
I do lower my head, and you see like her hair is like this tree branch just hanging out, and like little bushes right here.
oh,
And her face is literally like cracked in areas like a statue. But she's very pretty. She looks like authentic statue.
I like it. And what about the only one I don't really know is Trainax. What creature do you have?
So Draenix actually has something from that traveled with him,
Ooh.
and it looks and acts like a mongoose, but it repeats things like a parrot.
Oh.
Oh no.
Do you? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
This mongoose-like creature. I'm imagining it like very mongoosey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Tiki Tiki Tave.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know, it looks like a mongoose, and I know what it looks like a mongoose which is
Mhm.
this thing that I'm looking at right here. It's got, but I'm gonna. Can I flavor it a little bit?
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
it's got 3 tails.
Hell yeah.
And it's got red eyes, and I think that yeah, it sits on your shoulder, like kind of like draped over you a bit,
hmm
and it's kind of like watches everyone, and it just
Oh,
kind of
it's always looking out for me.
yeah, and this is your fucking bro from
Yeah.
well, not something you really want to talk about so openly.
That is true.
It's probably still very painful for you.
Still hurts.
Oh.
Ugh.
Hello, welcome, and thank you for the raid.
Oh my god, murder
Yeah.
hobos and chocobros.
I was about to say
Oh,
something. Thank you.
nice.
Wait, did I get censored?
Welcome, Raiders. No, you're blurred out
You're-
the whole
you're-
time.
Background
When you
keeps
turn your
blurring you
face
out.
sideways to
You get
talk to
blurred
the
out.
microphone.
Hello.
it
I don't know
blurs
why I
you
have
out.
to do. I don't know why I talk in the.
I don't know why you do that either.
My microphone's
Yeah.
picking me up just fine.
I
Yeah,
love
I know.
seeing your beautiful face, and you hide it from us all the time.
I know.
We
How's
always
this?
see it's like ear coding. That's who we see.
Look, how's this? Just like,
I like it.
me and my fucking
In bed.
yeah.
Mm.
My hair's almost getting long enough to put into a full ponytail. I can't wait for that. So.
Wow. The
Nice.
ponytail without hair clip. Wow, imagine.
Oh, sick burn.
I know, sick
Sick.
burn.
No, I was making fun of myself. I have like 7 in my hair right now.
No.
Well, regardless of what you meant, it was still a sick burn to Cody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm chalking it
Sorry.
up.
I'm being so mean today. I'm so sorry.
You're not. But
You're
you're not
not.
being mean.
Yeah.
You're not being mean.
James is just making a joke.
I am. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
James is just an old fucking man. Okay.
I am. Get off my
Oh,
Takes
lawn.
everything
crotchety,
we
get
say
off my
and then
lawn,
use it
man.
against
Yep.
us.
Just a
Get
boomer.
off my lawn. Whoa.
Yeah, you should see the things that James says to me in private. I'm like, James, you can't say that.
Ugh.
But anyway, yeah, I like your fucking weird mongoose. That's probably gonna
Yeah.
say some things in very inopportune times.
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfectly, absolutely. And what about Trish? What does Trish have? I know what Trish has, but what does Trish have?
Trish has a sable,
Again,
soft little squeaky little
I know.
slithery sable named Geraldo.
oh,
Oh, I love it.
Geraldo. It's just Geraldo. Yeah, Geraldo's like chilling with you. Just, I imagine Geraldo on a harness for some reason.
Oh, and Mike Plaka's name is Quake, by the way.
Oh, I like that. Quacka the Quake, Quacka Quake. I
No,
like it.
no harness. He just exists.
Just chills. Is he
Yeah.
like he's probably smoking a cigarette? Like, yeah.
Doesn't he have an eye patch?
What?
Doesn't he have an eye patch?
Does he? Did I say that?
I don't know. Did you say that?
I mean, he
You would
can.
know more than I would know what I said.
I don't
I
know. You
recall
said it while I was
something about an
speech,
eye
and I'm not
patch.
taking
Look,
any of that
I
as
like it.
canon.
I think.
It's sounding somewhat familiar. So
I
I
mean,
guess
what-
for now we'll go with it.
So what's
Why
your
not go?
sable's
Why
name?
not go all out and just say 2 eye patches?
Well, they're blind.
Just one.
Oh,
He's
no.
not that cool.
What's your sable's name again?
Geraldo.
Geraldo. Yeah, it's Geraldo.
And he actually is totally blind, but has superpowers like Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, he's got the power of
Yes.
sight.
I approve this message.
Oh my God.
This
Hey,
echolocation.
anytime I'm in a hallway, a long hallway, I'm hoping he's around.
Listen,
He'll
he
kick
tried to
everyone's
catch
ass.
a brick one time, and he was quick. He got to it. He just listen. He's small. All right.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
took a minute to recover,
Understood.
but he got there.
And of course, Alf, tell us all about your sweet boy.
His name's Trivia, and he's a possum.
Yeah, little scrambly boy.
Yeah. he is just as terrified as Alf is.
Yeah, he's just fucking shivering, like clutching onto you.
And they can talk to each other in their mind.
Oh, that's what he does. Ah! Ow, fuck. He just screams.
Wow.
Ah!
That's super aggressive.
In the side quest, Trish and Trivia fight God. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Oh, that makes
Cool.
sense.
Yeah, that's the spin-off series. It doesn't do very well last season, but it gets canceled. Sorry.
What's like Firefly?
gets canceled
Like,
by
Yeah.
the
It gets like canceled on
alt-right.
Twitter.
yeah.
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 Like Trish is probably
It's like
like,
odd.
"That's
It's like weirdly racist, and
that's
no one
not how
knows why.
possums act."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, moving on.
Everyone watches one episode and they're all offended,
Yeah.
and they don't know, but they don't know
Don't
why.
know
know
why.
why.
can't
They
figure
don't
it
know
out.
why.
They can't
They're
figure it
like,
out.
They keep watching to try and find out why. It
But
gets
they
great viewership, but nobody likes it.
No one like.
Yeah, no one understands. It's like, I'm offended, but I don't know why.
I feel like this show is bad, but I can't stop watching.
This main character's not very relatable.
No.
Possums
It's like the
really
way they
annoying.
blink is just so offending. Like,
Woo. So everyone is we're about ready to get into a real fun, exciting part. So we're gonna kind of get everyone inside. You go up this like grand like staircase that leads up into the school, which to get into this, one of the like the main entrance of the school is these massive wooden doors that are just elegantly carved with like different like scenes from magical history of the Aetherium and just magic in general. And like at the top there are the founders. You notice right away that there are 4 figures that are carved like looking out over the school, but the ships, people who are know the history of the Aetherium would know that the ships only depict 3 of the founders, but the door has all 4. And the doors kind of like open, just kind of open up to this, like grand foyer, right? That is, like marble flooring and, just like huge ceiling that everything is kind of lit up and you can't really see how or where. It is just perfectly lit. In fact, it seems almost like a little toned down with like ambiance to kind of like just add tasteful shadows here and there. And you all are kind of like instructed to make your way towards the what people who've been at the school just where they go to eat, right? The grand hall, the fucking cafeteria. And you're all instructed to go there and find seats. They professors and just people of authority instruct everyone to just find a seat. It doesn't matter where. There is one scary looking figure that is an insectoid person, and no one addresses that, and it looks directly at you, Indy, and it just kind of like, it's got a long like mouth thing, and it just they kind of look at you as you, and they instruct you to the grand hall, child.
Yeah, okay.
Do you
I'm
need
just,
a guide, child?
I think I'm good.
He's with us.
Oh, Moraine. Excellent.
Hi.
You must guide this child. They
Of
look.
course.
I can smell their fear.
Smell everybody's fear.
Everyone is afraid.
Are you afraid?
No.
So you don't smell your own fear? Because I smell it a mile away.
I'm. This interaction confuses me, Moraine. You are a student. Please do not talk to me in this manner. To the Grand Hall, or, well, you know I run detention.
Talk to my father.
I do often, yes. We're friends.
Good, because you know what we do in detention.
Yes, you write notes and act accordingly to my rules, which I have scrawled into the stone.
Okay, good. At least you know your job. Alright, I'll see you later. Indy, let's go. Come on, first year, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that. You have
Is,
to stand up to them if you're going to school.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, well at least you got us.
Uh-huh.
And I pet Quake over the head. He's like smiles.
You just hear like rock on rock contact. Yeah, it's a terrible noise, but Quake is enjoying it, just like rubbing its head furiously, just like yeah, it's great shit. And yeah, you guys all make your way to this just beautifully like it. Now it looks like a fancy like imagine like the dining setting like on the Titanic, like the first class dining set. It's nothing like what you would see in like Harry Potter, but this is just perfectly placed tables with table settings and scapes. Yeah, just it is crisp white linen, and there are chairs with velvet backing, and but you can see that the dining areas are kind of sectioned off, like in what the hell? What my cats do? Hold on, they let me fix my light.
That's hilarious.
My thing is, we're gonna have to do like some sort of bingo with the cat. Like whenever something that cat does, we mark it off.
Yep. The one thing that we don't want to ever have to mark off is like, cat killed Cody. What? I'm not saying that. Yeah.
Wait, why is Arby blue? What happened to Arby?
Because she's sad.
Ow. Okay, great, wonderful. They unplugged my lamp somehow. Cool.
Oh, you know how. It's like, did you see to make sure that the cable wasn't frayed? Because the cat might be
No, they fucking
trying to electrocute
look.
you.
One of my baby. He's not a baby. He's a big fucking man now. He's huge. He sometimes like tries to like claw at the outlets. I'm like, you're gonna die. You were just gonna die. I see him over there. You're gonna die, dude. And he's like, claw, claw, claw. I'm like, I go and I like beat him up.
He doesn't really beat him up. Twitch, okay. Just saying.
You never seen Titanic, Jared?
No.
What the heck?
Oh gosh.
I haven't.
My
seen
heart
it
will
with-
not go on.
Yeah.
Never started.
Yeah.
Can't go on.
Ooh.
Imagine having a heart.
Couldn't it be me?
Nope.
What happened? Did RB?
Arby went to heaven apparently. It's a blue
I
sky.
don't know.
Do we need to take a quick break?
I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
before we get into the fun part, we're gonna take a quick break, everyone. So just hang tight, Stick around. The Aetherium will be back. We'll be having a great time.
Welcome back to the internet.
Oh,
Oh God.
that's the first thing they heard. We're
That's
back,
awesome.
everyone. We're back. Thank you for holding on our little break. We all had to go
the
pee
internet.
pee.
Hope you guys got your hydration.
I do. I got a
Yeah.
second bottle of. Ooh,
I actually
it's...
got more dehydrated, so
Well, why don't you slam some Gatorade in the back of your Dragula? I don't know.
I can try.
I did.
What?
No, it's for the Rob Zombie lyric.
Yep.
Yeah.
Empty.
Really?
Dig through the ditches.
Ditches and burn through the
Burn
witches.
through the
Oh no, no.
witches.
Oh, ooh.
Yep.
Not on this game. Don't burn the
Yeah.
How
witches.
dare you bring that here?
Nope.
Look, a friend of mine at work. Well, he's just my friend now, but he listens to a lot of Rob Zombie, and he's always
That's
like,
some good stuff.
I mean, I listened to the first 3 albums recently, and I was, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's it. But I mean, I can give my opinions on music all day, but not here.
I see a ship.
Good.
You could. I could. I should. But I won't. Bore her back. And everyone is piling into the beautifully, perfectly, like sculpted, dining area. Everyone gets to just pick their seats, and there's like a main like focal point of like a large table that you would imagine like the professors and stuff sit and eat at, and you see that there are older students kind of like milling about up front and who seem to be like basically people who like lead students in certain aspects of things. We'll get to that in a minute. And you start to see like professors roll in. Yeah, keep rolling. And the Professor Salem Blackwell, she tells everyone to please sit down, as things will be beginning soon. And then she takes her place at the table near the center. And everyone is... Now, who's sitting together?
I'm hoping to sit next to all the first years, and like if any of like the second or third years are like in the way of a long line of students where I want to sit them at, I'm just going to stare down at them glaringly until they move.
I'm going to actually make a retcon because I forgot only Indy is the first year. So everyone is going to be sitting with their houses.
Okay. Makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah, makes
okay,
sense.
that makes sense. Okay.
Right. Yeah, and then but the first years, there's like a first year area. And that's what we're going to focus on now because you the conversation is like quiet, blah 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 blah, and then you just hear like a sharp rapping on the table as the person that you guys have all noticed that's been sitting at the direct center of this table next to Professor Salem Blackwell, the pirate lady, stands up and he's knocking on the table to get everyone's attention, and it like sends like a percussive wave that kind of like shushes everyone. And this man who looks pretty young. It's hard to gauge his age. He's tanned, he's handsome. He's wearing just this big ol' like white cowboy hat, a beautiful like leather jacket that has fringe on the arm just hanging down, and on the back of his like jacket are like embossed with like 2 crossing guns and like 6 shooters, and he's wearing really tight leather pants and cowboy boots with spurs, and he kind of like smiles at everyone. He's like, welcome everybody, welcome for another year at the Aetherium. Now anyone who knows me, they know who I am, right? I am the headmaster of the Aetherium. For all you new first years, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. I am Headmaster Dallas Magruder. I am going to guide you through this year. And boy, is it going to be an amazing year. I apologize to you, James, for what I'm doing.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's all right. But I don't apologize to Texas.
Don't apologize to the governor.
I will, God darn tootin', I would never. Not to that son of a bitch. Who? Daddy, you're delicious. Oh, okay. Oh, God, I was like, what am I reading? I literally said that.
Yeah, you did. You did.
That's why
And
there's
now
a
it's
dash,
forever.
Cody.
Yeah. It's forever on the internet now.
That's right. Well, I've said a lot of weird things on the internet. And he's like, now, this is one of my favorite parts of the year, the beginning, the choosing ceremony. Now, all of you sitting at your house tables already know, because obviously you're already chosen your favorite house. Now, the choosing ceremony is a tradition here at the Aetherium, to where we separate those into houses where they feel they would best succeed in the school. And you guys, he like kind of waves his hand, and like materializing like before the large table is another table that stretches, and there are several like there's a series of different types of cups. Now, here at the Aetherium, we do something a little different. This is the choosing ceremony, where you consume the house liquid. Now, the house drink is decided upon by the students of each house at the end of the previous year to test these first year students, to imbue them with house magic and house secrets, because there are certain benefits to each house. Now, I am excited to see what all of you choose. Now, for those first years who don't... Oh, well, can someone please control their familiar? Thank you. Oh, I've been there. Now, for any of you first years who don't know how this works yet, there are how many fucking houses do we have?
Six.
You have 6.
Okay, I have them up. Don't worry. Do not at all ever tell me.
What happens when we live in a populated country?
It's me, Alf. We have 6.
Alf, thank you so much. It's been a busy lead up to the school. You know how it is.
I don't.
Be grateful for that right now. Being a headmaster at such a school such as this is, well, it's got its perks and its challenges, but I meet them head on. Now, each student gets to choose their own house. Now, some schools don't do that. Some schools they sort you into different houses. We don't do that here. We do things a bit different. We let you choose where you think you would thrive. Now, once you choose a house, that's it. That house is yours. You are stuck with that house. You make your choice. That is how we do things here. Now, each student has a choice of 6 different houses, and each house is related to a certain type of specialty, a strength that you feel within yourself. And, of course, you get to choose between House Anthemus, and you see, like, the tables with the House Anthemus, the tablescapes like sweep from their white linen to pink and very like shades of pink that kind of complement each other. The velvet backs of the chairs are pink, and the table linen is like a nice light pink, and the glassware is a crystal pink, and it looks beautiful. And a banner pops down over it with like an upside down heart. Kind of looks like some boobs. That's what it says in the sheet. And
No sheet.
And then, of course, we got House Egeria, which, of course, you heard from our lovely Alf here in that house. And he kind of like points over to where Alf is sitting, and the colors switch over to beautiful oranges. And the banner falls down with a like a brightly lit light bulb to signal the kind of braininess and inventive and ideas of House Egeria. Now, all of these houses kind of correlate with a mechanic and a different skill. For House Anthemus, it was charm. For House Egeria, it's brains. And then he points over to a different table. Now, we have House Wright, which is a wonderful house that was founded by the third Wright brother. The Wright brothers, of course, being the I guess the inventors of the airplane. This was their third brother. Did we name him?
No.
Augustus
Wright brother.
Augustus Wright was the founding father of House Wright. And that, of course, is associated with flight, the skill. And you see that, like, beautiful, like, pearlescent, like, tablescape kind of, like, comes into, like, bursts into life. And a banner comes down over the table that has a trident. Excuse me, not trident. No, not trident, but a biplane. I was looking at the wrong one because they're so similar. And then
Tridents and biplanes are similar.
they are similar. And then, of course, we have House Thalassa, which, as you can see, is right over there, and the colors sweep to purple.
See, like, Moraine stands up.
Yes, Moraine. Yes, you're finally surrounded by deep purples, and the fucking banner drops down of a trident.
Yes.
And of course, that's associated with with a fight, the skill. And then finally, no, not finally, but the next we have House Moxie. And you see it sweep, the colors sweep over to it. Greens, like forest greens, very earthy, like colors. And of course, the banner, he smiles at that one, is just a big old cowboy hat. And then, of course, finally, we cannot forget about our friends in House Bunyan. Yes, that's for Paul Bunyan. And you see it just sweeps over with bronze, like beautiful bronze colors, and the flag, the banner comes down, and it's like a crashing wave. Woohoo! That's right. Woo! Yeah. Dranex is very excited about Braun, apparently.
Oh yeah.
That was me.
And he... Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was you. You sound like James there for a second. But yeah, no, yeah.
Skills.
Yeah.
Yo, Braun's the best.
Wow.
Thank you, Trish. That was very... showing house spirit. I love to see it.
Yeah, just so you know, that wasn't my voice. That was actually my mongoose. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like, shh, I didn't say that.
People like look at you. Now, the choosing ceremony will begin in a second. So all you have to do is just come up to this table, choose the chalice, the cup, the goblet, whatever it is that is associated with these houses. You pick it up and you drink of its contents, and then the magic within will flow over you, and you will become a member of that house, and you will make friends and find family that you never thought you could find, because houses are strong and supportive here at the Aetherium.
Fuck yeah. You can also make friends outside of your
Yeah,
house.
you,
It's not
yeah, no,
limited to
yo,
this
you
house.
certainly can. Absolutely, friend. It is encouraged. We are one family here at the Aetherium. Yeah. Trish, you're thank you so much, Trish. I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Go Trish.
Yeah.
How's my best friend?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys. In fact, here's one thing that you Alf maybe not love about Agaria, because the professor that leads that is like oversees the house is my goodness, I let me just make sure I know which class he does. Yeah, he's the advanced defense against malicious magic teacher. Livius Creeder. He gives you just a sidelong glance. You can he bores a hole into you. He's just very elegant looking redheaded man who very pale skin, piercing green eyes that are made out of pure emeralds. And he's sporting a very tidy beard. And he's dressed in fucking almost he's dressed real fucking fancy. His hair is slicked back, and he just looks at you and just shakes his head a bit.
Cody, I don't think you ever told us what class Professor Salem Blackwell teaches.
Oh wait,
Potions.
yeah, advanced potions. She's the
No,
advanced...
you have to tell us the name of the whole
I want the whole
class.
name.
Oh, of course, Professor Salem Blackwell, who seems to be taking charge of a lot of this, the early goings on here, teaches advanced potions, elixirs, blockchains, and salves. And look, I will not elaborate on that at the moment. We will, because you won't know.
Goddamn blockchains.
I will say, as soon as anybody expresses any sort of disapproval toward her, Alf turns bright red and then ducks down and pulls the collar of her sweater over her face.
Yeah, and and Livius Creeder knows this. He was a fucking champion, one of the smartest students that have ever come through the Aetherium, and he now leads the house as oversees it. He of course he was a house lead, of course. Everyone hated him as house lead, but he was perfect.
And Alf infamously wasn't able to be house lead. She tried. She failed.
Perhaps due to politicking. Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Different thing.
Yeah, perhaps a different thing.
A different.
And then, and so Headmaster Magruder, he, and one thing you notice about him, he's got a wand in a holster, that a special leather, that is, that has silvery threading through it, and his wand is in that holster, and he spreads his arms out wide. Now let the ceremony begin, because this is the start of another amazing year at the Aetherium. And Professor Blackwell steps up. She's of course piratey, and she has a big scroll, and she looks at this list, and she starts calling people, until it gets to the first year of the bunch of this group, Indy Cade.
Yeah.
This is the moment.
Indy, you got this.
Yes, Indy. Oh, another Cade. Love it. Lovely. And Professor Cade gives you an encouraging nod.
Yeah, Indy's gonna step up and, sort of approach the table with all the cool little, just eyeing all the cups and knowing what her mother kind of expects her to pick, but she's going straight for like this pink crystal looking chalice,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna drink for House Anthemus.
Okay. And okay,
Yeah.
let me look.
You
here.
hear a long, drawn-out groan coming out from Moraine. No. Oh.
Dude, is that Karma's little sister?
It sure is.
Indy visibly bristles as someone says that.
I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get your nose right here. Let's see here. And so, and you drink, and the liquid, like the drink inside of it is Hawaiian Punch.
Yes. What
Uh,
flavor?
Just fucking straight up Hawaiian Punch, bro.
Okay, the red.
That's
Nice,
right.
Okay.
Very
And
nice.
you
Good shit.
immediately feel the like warmth of magic like sweep over your body, and you instantly like, for one, you know the password to get into the dormitory for House Anthemus. And you feel a little bit more it gives you a little boost in confidence that you know that you chose correctly for you. And Professor Blackwell nods to you, and she smiles and, excellent, another wonderful House Anthemus student. I hope that you do well, Indy. You have your family is very loved here.
Okay, so imbued with this new confidence, Indy is gonna pull something off before
Oh,
she
no.
walks away. So she's got this, she's sort of the prankster of her family, which no, they don't know yet. And she's got this strength called Gross, where she has a gross trick or spell that she can do on command. For
Oh.
lack of a better term, this special ability is pretty much like a time-released fart
Oh my goodness.
that
Yeah.
she's gonna release just right there at the table.
And
Then
this,
by the time the next kid comes up, it's gonna,
oh, ow.
yeah.
Is it a loud one too?
No, she's gonna try to,
Silent but
Got it.
deadly.
You're gonna like,
yeah, she's gonna try to squeak out a quiet one.
okay.
But you know how farts are, so I might have to roll for that one.
You are now. What is this? Is this like a thing you have?
Yeah, this is actually a strength I chose.
Okay.
It's
What?
called Gross, where I have a special talent that I can do on command, and hers is stink bomb, basically. It's a
Okay.
fart.
That's hilarious.
It's a rank hot garbage, rotten egg kind of fart.
Interesting.
God.
Okay. So, well, you're doing magic here.
Kinda, yeah, because the time release would probably be a magical
Uh,
aspect.
Gosh, I mean, this feels like almost like either grit
Uh-oh.
or, I mean, I don't know. You could probably argue charm here.
Yeah, I would argue charm.
Okay,
'Cause it's, yeah.
now we're doing magic, so remember to do the workaround that we have to do for that.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if
Our first roll.
first magic roll.
How do the rolls look on this? Yeah, because my dark mode is.
We don't know because we can't see them. Actually, you're looking at our character sheets.
Oh, no, these aren't character sheets.
Yeah,
I
the
see it now.
the
Those are the roles.
I
Okay.
can't see the roll at all.
How about
because
that?
we're looking at it. I don't know.
Oh,
I have to wait.
Lizzie rolled a 10.
That's a 10. Since
There
it's
it
hard
is.
to see.
There it is. I can
There it
see it now.
goes.
Yeah. Sorry, I took off Dark Reader for you guys.
Okay.
But
Well, good.
I will become blind by the end of this. So.
You can
because-
turn
You've
on
already
dark
got
mode
glasses.
on.
I know. I'm doing that now. I just have dark. Let's see. Where's the theme? Fuck. I don't know where it
No,
is.
I knocked over my water.
Oh.
Oh no, tidal wave.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. There
House
wasn't
Brunch,
much
yeah.
left anyway.
So I retcon my hair. It's actually vines, by the way, not a tree.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
Okay, so a 10. I forgot to do the difficulty.
Difficulty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. Well, since I forgot to take difficulty, this I think is gonna go fine because no one's expecting it at all, right?
No, probably not.
No. Except like the professor is your mother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Celia Cade.
Celia Cade,
Ugh.
however, is like sees you like,
She probably sees this look on my face.
and
'cause
she's like,
I probably have a tail that I don't know about.
and she's just like, oh no.
Because-
But she's like sitting like stone stiff and like because her, her children to come before you. I mean, Carmen is a little rough and tumble, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmen
But
is-
Carmen's Day.
Morgan, of course, is the star student. But you come along. First thing you do,
Just rip it apart.
and are you doing it to where a student is? Just describe what happens. This is
Okay, so
yours.
it's basically just it's basically like releasing an actual fart, but she's got, I guess it's a simple spell she does where it's like sort of the smell doesn't hit right away. It's gonna take like a minute or so. So the next kid that walks up is gonna pretty much get hit with the smell like rotten eggs and hot garbage.
Oh, I love this.
So
You're-
whoever's behind her.
You
poor
see
kid.
that this kid, this young girl,
Oh no.
she's like sitting next to you and she's like, I'm so excited for this. She's like, she stepped out. She's like, oh, you chose Anthemus. I'm gonna choose it too. And she like gets up and then, her like she's got her, she's just like ready for it. And she steps up to the goblet, the crystal chalice like you do. She drinks and all of a sudden like the fart like hits her and it hits the like everyone else, but it hits her like the hardest. And then she takes a drink and immediately she just and she inhales a drink. She starts coughing and she just starts like and like starts crying and she like drops down onto all fours. She starts like fucking, it's the stinkiest thing. She's like, oh my god, and everyone's just like, oh, did she do that? And they're like, oh, then did you see her? She farted up there. The professor's like, oh, calm down, kids. It's fine. We all cut the cheese every now. It's okay. Oh, he's like, oh. But your mother is staring directly at you. Yeah. She's just like,
Yeah, Indy just poker faces it, just like
Just
somebody
like-
farted.
just like chews on her lip a little, just but she's not saying anything. Your sister Carmen and even Morgan, kind of like they know you, right? Like, who did you tell did you tell anyone you were gonna do this?
I did not I don't think I did not tell anyone.
Hmm. Yeah, and like
This was all me.
a lot of people are laughing. But you know the downside of this is that a lot of people
Yeah.
think this poor girl like ripped ass, while and like she's like like stained her like sweater, like her like shirt underneath the sweater. She's like crying. She's like running, and like and she like and like um Professor Blackwell just like, comes up to her and just like like, oh, it's okay, blah blah blah, and like I don't know. But yeah, that was pulled off. Oh, well, yeah, you are definitely gonna get a talking to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, your mother knows your bullshit.
Good thing I can't smell.
Oh, Rockanes apparently can't smell.
It's added to the lore.
It is.
Hurricanes are doing too much cocaine. So
They are.
rock to rock.
Oh. Now
Ah.
the rest of you, have already chosen.
That is correct.
But we're going to flash back to each of your choosings. I want you all. Let's start with Trish. Trish, tell us what 14-year-old Trish was like in her choosing ceremony.
Okay, so here we go. So Trish, during her choosing ceremony, she very unsure of herself, but she couldn't let anybody else know that. She had to put on a very brave face. She couldn't let anybody else. She viewed this nervousness as weakness, and obviously wasn't gonna let anybody else see that. So they call Trisha's name. She starts to walk up there, and she looks over at this little child that she had met just a few moments ago on the boat down to the school, right? And she thinks about the interaction that they had just had, and which was this child was Alf. And one of the first things that Trish did when she got on the boat was she singled out who she thought might be, I don't know, the weakest, the scrawniest, somebody who would be an easy target. And Trish walks up to Alf and is like, hey, you.
Hi.
Yeah, you. Hey, give me your stuff. I need some stuff. Give me like papers. Give me a book. I don't have any books for my classes, like charm or something. Just give me your book.
Do you need some help? I have a bit of extra money. I could help you out if you want. You could just ask. You don't have to demand it.
What? Oh,
I mean, my grandma gave me a bit of extra money because I didn't buy a familiar, and she was like, "Well, no, you don't buy a familiar, you get money." And but yeah, I found him in a tree.
found your book in a tree?
No, I found my possum.
Wait, are you gonna give me the book or not?
Sorry, I'm getting.
I mean, no, this book is my diary, but we could get you a diary. Did you want a diary?
Wait. You're just gonna give me a diary?
Yeah, I brought an extra.
So I could have just asked you for.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
had-
You could have just asked.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that'd be great.
Here.
I'll take that. Thanks.
You don't have to take what's given to you.
Listen, I'm very confused right now. If you tell anybody that I told you I was confused, I'm gonna punch you.
I don't think you would do that.
thanks, I guess. And then Trish walks away.
Bye.
And Trish does not say bye. She's very confused. And the thing is, Trish was walking up to House Fight this whole time. She hadn't heard much. She doesn't talk to a lot of people. But she knew she was going to choose House Fight. But she looks over at this child that she had just met, who, instead of fighting, was just nice about it. And so she kind of looks at Alf. She gives Alf a little nod and then goes over to the brawn table and decides to join House Bunyan instead.
All right, House Bunyan. Real quick, I have to go get my cat off of my son's bed because my wife can't reach him because she's too small. So I'll be right back.
You don't let your cat sleep with your son?
Adam
He'll
is
steal his breath.
Adam is a bad baby. He will start biting feet.
Still a soul. I should not watch that.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Sure enough.
Hi,
Awesome.
everybody.
Hi, chat. We are still here.
Yeah, it was maybe a bit simple, but that was my prank on the choosing ceremony.
Cody's
I'm
chair
super
looks like
proud
a
of it.
face.
It does.
Raiders, thank you. Subscribers. And Cody is dub message.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's true.
You know,
Cody is dumb.
It's true.
That's so funny.
I wonder who sent that one.
Don't forget, everybody, you do have channel redemption. So if you want to message somebody or help somebody,
I actually can't because I'm in this game.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want to use yours?
I can't.
No, not you. The chat.
Well, that's what I was talking to, the chat.
I know. I'm talking to the chat. We're all talking to the chat.
Come on, chat.
It's on to the
Come on,
chat.
chat.
What
The
about
chat.
Give it to me.
what about the chat?
Give me the bonuses, chat.
Yeah, we need all the bonuses we can get.
Are you mad at the chat? Are
No,
you mad at the chat?
Are you?
no. I mean, I can be.
You know, instead of chat, it's Chad.
bad.
You know, the good
Yeah, I'm
old
mad at
Tom
Chad.
Green. Yep. You mad at Chad? You mad at Chad?
Yeah.
It's
But he's
freaking
gonna
cats.
come back with claws marks everywhere,
It's
face
gonna come
scratched
back
up.
It's gonna come out looking like a wad of hamburger meat.
Nice.
Cody needs
Oop.
to get some well-behaved, better-behaved cats. That's what
Yeah.
I'm picking up. Unplugging computers, stealing children's souls. Like,
Yeah.
Turning off the
Man.
lights.
I mean, in
Yeah.
the cat's
Turning off the
defense, the kid's
lights.
not using them, but
Although, you know, keep in mind, maybe the cat's just being energy, you know, conservative. I mean, just like, whoa,
Yeah.
Cody, you're too much
you
lights,
have
dude.
had these lights on
Click.
too long, sir.
Yep.
You can play in the dark. It's fine.
Oh, no more Mad Bud.
The cat saw the Lorax.
The cat took out his little ding ding.
Mm.
This cat
Not in a
is
fight?
environmentally conscious.
Mm.
Hello.
It's
Like,
only
we got
whacked
in
him
a
like
fight.
it hit him like he was a pinata.
Smacked the ponytail right off you.
I know. I took out my fucking man bun. Ugh.
Is it you or your cat?
No, me. My cat. He's a sweet boy, but he's a bit naughty sometimes, and he'll like try to like yell at you to wake you up to play. And like I don't want to wake it up my son who just went to sleep because, you know, he doesn't sleep very easily.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh. Well, you know, you all drink some liquid, slurp it down, num 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 num.
Fine.
So Trish, House Bunyan.
House
You were gonna be in House Thalassa for fight, I believe.
She was gonna pick that. At the last second, she said, "Maybe I don't have to fight. Still like it, but I don't have to do it."
Alf swooped in and made a little warm that cold heart of yours.
Nah,
So-
punch her later.
So tell us what the choosing ceremony for House Bunyan is like.
So there's 5 different cups. They're all bronze mugs, but they increase in weight. And the goal is to try to drink through all 5 of them, but really you just drink as many as you can.
Yeah, and you see that they that there are some like bros, like some like real like jock dudes who are like looking at you and like, huh, and like, all right.
Like
The-
even at 14, Trisha's not a small.
No, like
person.
they're they're like impressed. Wait, she's 14. Damn, bro, she's got bigger biceps than you nerd.
Jeez. Are these mad jocks?
Yeah, mad jocks.
Oh, the magical jocks. Great.
These are the gym bros of the Aetherium.
Yeah.
So I want you to.
Do you even cast, bro?
I want. So what I want you to do is like, I want you to go ahead and roll, fucking brawn, to see how well you. What is the increase in weight?
So what I posited was, I believe 1, 5. Oh, what the hell did I say? Don't make me go find this.
I didn't write it down.
Uh
What did I say?
oh.
What did I say?
Well, there's only.
That's right. I
there's-
continue to ruin things.
there's only
Nope.
Somebody keeps posting bird pictures,
It was
making me have to go through chat.
I've got a bird picture for you.
I think you
know
said
it
1,
started at
5,
1.
10, 15, 20.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Okay. Sure. Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last thing you said on it.
So yeah, so you go ahead and
We're rolling a brawn
brawn.
roll for each? Or
Yeah,
just
for
one
each.
brawn?
And then
For each?
yep, for each. The DC is real. For the first one, it's a 1 pound cup. So what? Fucking DC is what are they called in this game? Difficulty? Like
Yeah.
what difficulty like 3? There's like no way you can even fail this, really.
Yeah, I've got a D20 in brawn. I'm just taking half until I can't anymore.
Yeah.
And then I'll start rolling.
Okay, perfect.
That's fair.
Which is what you can do. Like, yeah, you can do this. So, let's say by the time you get to the 10, you're gonna have to roll. Because the DC on that one, let's just say, is 12. You know, because you know, there's a lot of people watching you.
So, question: I get a +1 in brawn because I am an upperclassman or an upper class student.
You don't get it here.
Okay, so I'll just give myself a little -1 real quick. Haha!
Ah, hell yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
that's
hell yeah.
3 down.
That's 3 down, and you see the Magiocs are, they're like crossing arms. Yeah, all right. Yeah, she's pretty, Yeah, okay. Yeah, dang. I wonder what her workout regimen is.
Rocks and trees and
yeah,
branches, my man.
It's like
A lot of triceps on punches.
yeah, and they're like Raz, because she did more than you, bro. All right, yeah. Next one. We're just gonna bump it up just to 14.
Dang it!
Mm.
You
I'm
do
gonna use
have
an
the
adversity token. I'm gonna use it.
How many do you start with?
3.
Start with 3.
Okay.
Every time you fail, you get 1.
Now, explain to us what adversity tokens are, because this is a mechanic unique to this system and kids
Sure.
on bikes, of course.
Adversity tokens, you get one each time you fail. You can use them to increase your roll. You can either use them to like what I just did to like meet a roll so that I pass it, or you can use them to stop yourself from like critically failing a check. And when you critically fail, worse things happen than if you just fail. So, but you can also use them like some strengths. For instance, I have resilient. So when I spend adversity tokens to boost a check against a spell that targets me, each adversity token counts 2 instead of 1. There are some where you can use adversity tokens to like do other things.
Yeah, but you're just spending them to increase your roll to meet the difficulty. All right, it's the last one. You're looking good. You're feeling the magic in you. You're feeling the confidence boost that these drinks give you. And you just got to meet a difficulty 16.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. On your last one, you pick up that 20-pound cup with ease, and you just down that liquid, which, by the way, is sugar-free Rockstar.
Fuck you, stop it.
It's sugar-free Rockstar.
I hate you.
It's sugar-free.
favorite.
Delicious sugar-free Rockstar.
I hate you, Daddy.
No, you can't hate Father.
Mm.
And it's delicious, and it is, and you feel the energy pulsing through you as you're now,
Do all the gym bros cheer and run and come pick me up and put me on their
yeah,
shoulders?
they're like, yeah, you did it, yeah. And then we fade back to Trish just smiling, thinking about that awesome time that she like kicked ass, which she likes to do.
Does. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that you got all 5. They're like, oh, you're a fucking legend. Even though lots of people do this, it's fine. And then of course, Moraine. What house did Moraine choose?
House Delessa. Delessa.
A little fighty, huh?
I mean, it was more so because of the color of the house, not because of the house.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like, which is funny because someone would look at Moraine and be like, oh, she's probably in House Agaria with all the brainy people.
Yeah.
Nope. You're all about the aesthetics, baby.
Yeah, it'll match the colors that I wear every day. So I chose that house specifically because it's purple.
Yeah, well, you are in House Thalassa. What was the choosing ceremony like for that?
Well, I can't remember her birthday. I think it was either in August or July. I can't remember. But she's about 14 months old now, right? Is that how it works?
Let me check.
She's been in school for 3 years. She's on the same level as Trish. Like, it's about...
I'm trying to figure out how many months.
Moraine's birthday is August 4th.
August 4th. So she's just celebrated her
first birthday. Yeah, so she's just a little over a year old. Yeah, but like mentality-wise, she's like
she's
here,
about 14
here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so like 14.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that works. Perf. I love it. So tell us, what's it like?
So she was very nervous because she thought she was the only Rockane at the school.
Uh-huh.
And then she was about 5 feet tall at this time.
Oh,
she was really small, and she like all the upper grades were towering her, and she felt like insignificant. And but her parents kept reassuring her that she's going to grow out of it eventually. So she kind of like a little bit more confidence when she saw her parents sitting at the front with the professors. So she stood up, and she was gonna go to House Brainiacs.
Bulgaria.
So she was gonna head that way, but then she looked at the color. And she's like, ugh. So she like eyed all the houses, and then she saw the one that just fit perfect for her, and she went straight there.
And so what does the drinking ceremony part look like? What kind of cup would now this is a house all about like fucking toughness. I mean like fighting and like offensive magic and stuff like that.
A fist cup.
Oh, I like a fist mug.
So it's like a fist, but like, yeah. She also notices that maybe the house Thalissa are like looking at her because she's so small.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, why is she towards the fight? Like she's weak looking.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of confusing them, but she just went straight there, took the drink.
Which in the drink for House Thalassa.
It was shot glasses or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's going. I think it's going to be. Let's call it for how it is going to be. Just. Gosh, let's
Just a beer.
Yeah,
Big beer.
yeah.
Whiskey, beer, something like whiskey.
Well, no, it's not alcohol.
Ensure.
It's sure.
It's one of
Yeah,
those-
it's ensure.
Oh no.
Oh,
What
the
flavor?
That's the
protein
vanilla
drink?
shit.
Oh,
Vanilla?
it's the
Ugh.
butterscotch.
Oh, that's even worse.
I used to drink my grandma's ensure all the time.
Me too. I hated that
Yeah,
shit.
I
Wow.
loved it. Delish.
Why
Made
don't
me
you
drink it, I
non
hated
some Werthers?
Well,
I
it's a
love
good
my
thing she can't
Werther's.
really taste the liquid, so she swallows it and goes like, thumbs up.
Yeah, and you feel, of course, the magic, imbuing you with that confidence of choosing ceremony, and then we flash forward again to the next person whose choosing ceremony happens, and that's Draenax.
Drenex actually thinks back of what it was. It was a confusing time. Him and his mongoose appeared in the middle of a field and was approached and found by one of the professors, not the pirate professor, Salem, but the other one before his mishap.
Oh, you talking about the under and upper class professor of potions, elixirs, blockchains, and salves.
That is correct.
We're talking about, of course, Professor Cryptofree NFT.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
That is correct.
Now at this point, and this was, I mean, so this is your first year at the Aetherium. How long ago before your entrance into the school were you?
I mean, it's really 1.5. So I kind of was around during the in the middle of the session last time. That's when I was found.
Yeah.
But didn't really attend.
Yeah, you were
a
just
whole
kind of
lot.
like they kind of like took you in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah. And so yeah, you were found by normal human cryptofree NFT, Professor NFT.
Yep.
And now this is your official choosing ceremony. You're the only other, new student besides Indy. And tell us about the house that Draenax chose.
So he chose house. What is it? Thalassa.
Oh, fight as well?
Yes. because where he's from, he had to do a lot of fighting, and he's very proficient at it. But he decided that he wanted to be able to use his magic for other reasons, as in not using it the way it was used in his last place of origin, which is what caused the collapse of everything.
Oh. Okay. So, you, what did we decide the drink was?
Or this house?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Well, that was for when Moraine, but now it is just black coffee.
Hell yes.
And
And Dranex picks it up like little espresso cup, and he's like this.
no, it's the fist mug.
Oh, okay. So he picks it up and just downs it.
Downs it. Yeah,
Yep.
it's still warm. And you feel the tingly of the magic, and you get welcomed into the table with Moraine, who is already there.
And he sits down and he's like, we definitely have an interesting house.
Oh, it's the best. Wait, how many years has this been now? Like 2? Second year?
For you? Oh no, for him, this is his first year.
How
Yeah.
many
Yeah,
long ago?
long ago. For what?
Like, is it both our first years?
Oh no. This is your third year. This is his first year.
Yeah.
We're in
Oh.
present time right now.
Oh, present time.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
Yeah, she's like 7 foot tall, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a big gal. And of course, finally, Alf, sweet Alf.
Sweetest Alf.
Oh, she had to dab.
No,
Oh.
I had to cough. I didn't want to cough in your ears.
Gosh, not like you have COVID or anything.
No, oh no. Everything tastes really bitter right now. I'm trying not to lose it.
You got this.
In the pill.
What was the question?
Just talk about your choosing.
Oh, okay. So, honestly, this is one of the few times in her life that Alpha's been totally confident in herself. She went to public school before going here, and she was part of all of the nerd shit. She was in the advanced band. She was on the math team. She was she was killing it. And when she came here, her grandmother expected that she would follow in the footsteps of the rest of her family and join Anthemus. But she saw Egeria and she heard what it stood for, and she's like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm into that. Except, the 14-year-old Alf would never say the F word.
She'd be like, oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. And then immediately for the
What does the cup look like?
it is a pitcher, and it is carved from a skull. It's carved from a skull.
From the
And,
from a famous magical scholar.
Yes, and it's supposed to be symbolic of the way that knowledge is passed on from person to person. And there isn't a cup for you to pour things into. You're supposed to drink directly from the pitcher.
The skull. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's pretty I imagine Moraine looks at it as like, well, that is pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You like that?
I designed this house to my tastes.
And you're drinking cranberry juice out of a skull.
Delicious.
And of course now
milk.
No,
The milk is later.
Oh.
Yeah, pilk is for celebrations.
Well, so what happens with
Milk is
House
for
Egeria
winners.
after the choosing ceremony is like once they're back in the dorms, everybody drinks milk together.
Yeah, they celebratory milk.
Yeah.
Wow.
They welcome the new house members into the.
Into a milk bath.
That's right.
They drink milk together and they have a little chat.
And woo. And there you go. That everyone has chosen their houses. And after a bit, the professor, the headmaster, he claps his hands and he's like, "Well, looks like we have a lot of new faces in all these houses. I am very happy to see this. I think we have a good spread this year."
Go Braun.
Yeah, absolutely. Go Aetherium. I'm Team Aetherium, of course. Now, everyone. And he looks at. We will be doing a walkthrough today of all of your classes to get kind of like acquainted, and then of course we will send you off to your dorms, and then dinner, and then tomorrow the real work begins because you're at school now and you have some learning to do. That's right, Alf. Learning. That's right. That's what I like. That's what we like to see right there. No. Who's booing? Who's booing? I'll get you. What the? All right. Well, okay. It threw him off a little bit. He's like, "Oh man, all right, cool. I got this." And he's all right. So you all are. You all have your schedules. You will kind of go with. Find some buddies, go through the school. Your house leads will guide you to where you need to go to kind of get acquainted with your classes. So in the morning you can get there on time. And yeah, we will see you all for dinner. And I'm so happy you're all here. I'm so happy. The Aetherium welcomes you. And he like pulls out his wand like he's drawing a pistol. Yeah! And like he shoots off some fireworks out of the tip of his wand, and they kind of like pop, 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 pop. And like no one really like reacts. And he's like, "Yeah!" And
does that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And everyone starts getting up now. And you see Professor Blackwell like take pull Headmaster Magruder close and like whisper something in his ear, and he kind of like looks, huh. Yeah, and you yeah, so you guys all have your classes picked out. I think it is only customary to have first year students kind of find their way to their classes, because the rest of you would know where they would be. Indy and of course Drainax. So are you both in the same house?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, so yeah, but what are your guys' classes? You guys have, what are your classes looking like?
I actually had, let me see what I had selected. I did have potions and charms were my two main classes.
All right, I believe you got to have like 3 mechanical classes.
Didn't you have defense against malicious magic?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There it
I
is.
didn't
Yeah.
look up high enough. Yeah, defense against malicious magic.
Well, perfect.
And then, yep.
Well, you guys, so you are Yeah, so you and Indy both have charms together.
Nice.
And you both are like over like towards that area of the school to kind of see where the classes are, and like the classes are in they're very different for the each teachers. But as you guys get to your charms class, you realize that the like all the other classes you've like checked out, the doors have been open, the professors have been in there to welcome the new students. But the charms door is closed and locked. Um,
Dranex will. Are there any windows in the door?
No,
To peek through.
no, it's an oak. There's no real window in there. It's a solid like wooden door.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a beautiful little door, but it's locked, and you know, there are some other students that are outside waiting, and you guys have a. You guys feel strange. Like you can't put your finger on it, but you just feel strange. How is Indy feeling?
I think Indy's sort of, I don't know, confused, just sort of wondering, because this doesn't, like, she's new here, but this doesn't seem right.
Yeah. I think I'm doing now for like this. I'm new to this system as a GM as anything. I've never played this system ever in my life. Now, does a GM normally call for you to roll things?
I think you can.
I think the way the way it's set up is like you say you want to do something.
Okay, cool.
And then the GM and you roll for it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
Since Trish is just so bad at school, and Charms is a new class for her, would you allow her to go with the new?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
To find her classes.
Yeah, like you've never taken Charms for some reason.
Because he was never lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, you come up to this door, it's locked, you're with them. You get the same weird feeling. Some of the other students are like, well, maybe we should go get another professor. Where is the professor? And they look at their thing, and you see it on your your classes. This should be Professor Amy Rillis.
Interesting name.
Yeah. Wonder where she is.
The doors are supposed to be open.
I can. No.
And it's solely silent on behind the door on the other side.
You don't hear anything. I mean, unless are you trying to press your ear towards it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
Okay. Well, I mean, if both of you want to roll brains for me with, I would say it's not a very high difficulty at all, like an 8. It's not too bad.
Oh, and you said brains?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just so you know, because I consider myself a mighty space warrior, brains is the lowest.
Brains. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, that's what we.
Crit fail.
Yeah, that's a crit. I mean, you get an adversity token. Look at you. Look at you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like you like trip And like you go to like lean
Over
in and
Indy.
like listen, yeah, over Indy's like shoe, and like you like conk your head on like the door, and it's solid fucking wood door, just boom, like blast yourself in the head, and you get cut a little bit, and a little bit of blood comes out. You don't really take any damage just for flavor, but like you kind of look like a goober.
Yeah, he's like,
Shit.
well, that did not work out as expected.
Uh,
Are you okay? Hey, I
Just my
recognize
pride.
you from the boat.
Yeah, I tried to high five you, and I'm just awkward right now. And then
Oh,
you
that's
see me do
right.
that. This is, yeah.
That's so. Hey, little one, you hear anything?
Do
um,
I hear anything?
oh, well, you, I have to get my one last bits of notes up.
Oh, you're the little Kate sister.
Yeah, I'm Indy.
Uh-huh. It looks like we have charms together.
Cool. Yeah, that's
Indy, you put your like ear to the door while like you're like talking to Trish, and like at first you don't hear anything. But you like kind of focus a little bit because you start to hear a little something, but then there's a strange noise that you've never heard before. It is a low hum, like you know, like the hum of like just background like electronics almost, right? And it's just barely audible, but you can just hear it, and you're feeling on edge, and you and I think Indy comes from a very, you know, magical family. Indy knows what this is, what you're hearing, what you're feeling, what is behind this door, and you feel like like a, like a ball of like oh shit like form in your stomach, because what you believe is behind this door is something in the magical world called soul wisps, and those only form those only manifest when a dying wizard or magic user dies in the middle of spellcasting.
we need to get an adult now.
Oh, little Kate, what's going on?
It's it's not good. This on the other side of that door. We need an adult
Can
now.
you be more specific?
I think somebody died in there.
Oh fuck. Hey, lead. We
He
should go to
starts-
the next class. Somebody needs to check this out.
Oh, so Draenax is running to get Cryptophy.
um,
Yeah. So in fact, yeah, potions is actually pretty close.
Where the fuck did that other kid go?
Yeah, and like Draenax, you like you don't even need to go far, because you hear, before you even find him, you hear the intense whirring of his fans as he like
God.
comes around the corner. He's like talking to student, and then he like sees you, and he like turns, and you just hear like the fans get more intense as he starts like looking at you, and he looks at you and he says, Draenax.
We need help. There's something going on in the charm class. The door's closed and we can't get in.
Oh, yes.
Let's make haste.
I'm trying to find a good voice for him.
Yeah.
Gosh. Let's okay. All right. Let's go with this. Take me to it.
That's good.
There we go. Yes.
Okay.
And you see now. Explain to me what this would look like, because I literally know nothing about any of this.
So think of like how I explained it before. Think of like Cyclops, or not Cyclops, but Cyborg in the DC comics. But all of his gear is actually a series of GPUs from a mining rig, and he just has fans all exposed all around his body, wherever the tech is.
Yeah, and he's like you expose like circuitry, like
Yep.
yeah, like the green board and
Mhm.
yeah, and like half of his. It looks like he's been assimilated by the Borg.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he looks like Locutus of the Borg.
Yep.
Resistance is futile and all that. Seriously, I'm so sorry. My wife is in the bath and she forgot her book light, so I'm gonna just run it to her.
James, it's just a bunch of like old GPUs, just like some 1060 and 70 Ti.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's
these were
why the
good once.
Yeah, but that's why the fans speed up so much on those, because it's not efficient. I swear, technically, he might actually be able to fly with all the fans. It's like, is he hovering?
He gets a particularly puzzling question in him, and he just starts.
Hey, James, did you make sure to take an adversity token?
I did.
Just making sure.
Yep, I'm at 4, which is great.
4 is a bad number.
Okay.
I hate that number.
So,
So we do the montage of running maybe 1 or 2 classes away from it.
yeah, and like as he's running, the fans are just fucking whirring. They're just working overtime, and he comes up to the door.
Oh, also, I do want to add that the mining rig that was being used did have a lot of LEDs, so
He's bright.
he's like too.
Oh,
Is he very RGB?
He has RGB. Does he?
Yep.
And like he has a button that he presses on him that it just cycles. Like he's like today, like he like cycles through like the colors of the houses.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Teenage boys love him.
Yeah, and like kids are like, "Can I play Roblox on you?"
It's like no. Although he can host a lot of games.
Yeah, he's a server as well.
He
Put our
is.
Minecraft server on you.
Eek.
Yeah.
Can we dig a big hole?
We love a good hole.
Yeah.
And the professor stops in front of the door, and he like listens, and then he is like his like one like human eye like looking eye like widens. He's like, children. That's not his God. It's terrible voice. It's like children. I'm so bad. No, it's like he's very like
Apparently, he's real grunty.
yeah. No, he's just a dude. He just sounds like a dude. He's like, children. Well, and he's like, has anyone tried to open this door?
I mean, yeah, we tried.
Okay.
Yeah, we tried.
And he goes to try. It's locked. It's like, stand back.
Cody, can I be there?
Yeah. I
Or
mean,
no?
yeah. Trish could probably see the absolutely.
I'm cool if it's a no.
No, I absolutely. I mean, Trish would want to be there. I mean, not
No,
Trish, but
I'm not Trish.
Alf. Sorry, I always think about Trish.
It's me, I'm Trish.
No, Alf.
Stop rotating me.
Alf would definitely be there.
Could I see if I would have a key? So would it be worth it to spend 2 adversity tokens to have a key? Would a key be considered commonplace?
I mean,
Well,
the teacher probably has a key.
Yeah. Why? So you got explain to me why Alf would have the key to this particular classroom.
I think she has keys to all the classrooms.
to get the test answers.
Yeah.
They
No,
trust
that's
her.
why
She's a
Trish
good
would have the
student.
key.
I will tell you what. If you want to spend your 2 adversity tokens, I will allow you to have a keys to the classes, because you go in there and you help teachers organize and stuff, and you're real helpful. Yeah,
They love me.
they do. They love having Alpha around. Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll spend this then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, and that's fine. And you see that
FTs.
NFT is like pulling out his wand. I'm going to blast this door open.
Sir, I have keys.
His fans just start fucking whirring. He's like, turns around. He's like, Alf.
It's me, Alf. I'm
It is. Yo, yes, the student with the keys. Yes.
Dude, I have so many keys. I keep them all in this big ring on my hip.
Yeah, I can hear you jangling from a mile away.
They love me
Steady
for my
again.
queer swag. Can I unlock the door?
Yeah, you may unlock the door. Yes. How fortuitous that you, holder of the keys, are here. You may unlock the door.
Okay, so I unlock the door.
Yeah, it's like a it's like a big old timey key. You just unlock it. And the first thing.
Alf, be careful.
And the first thing that you see and everyone sees, like, where's Moraine in all this?
I would assume she's in her advanced charms class.
Which would be right across from
Right
it.
across the way. So if she was told to go check on what the commotion is, probably go check.
Yeah. Yeah. You see some of these first years that you were showing around. Like, look, and you're like, obviously you're 7 feet tall, so you can peer all over these puny children. Yeah, you see this commotion. And Professor Marguerite Reese, who's the advanced charms professor, also comes out with you, and she's like, "Oh, what? My goodness, what is going on? What can you see, Moraine?"
I see a bunch of kids out in the hall.
Is there a fight?
No.
It's about to be.
Oh God.
No.
Can I go investigate, see, and send him back to class?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
I'll do that.
Yeah, definitely.
If I don't come back, it's because I finished all my work.
Well, there's no work to be had, dear. It's literally first day of school. You'll be fine.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
If I don't come back, it's because I'm dead.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, but you're just going out in the hall.
So, Alf, you open this door, and the first thing that you notice with your sniffer is the smell of death, like overwhelming death, like smell of a dead thing. And you see like a very brutal scene in front of you. You see the body of somebody. In fact, you see the body of, well, you don't know. You've never seen this person at the school before, as far as you know. You've never seen that. It is a man, a average looking person. They are dressed in all black and like a hoodie and jeans. They look older from what you can tell. It's hard because there's a lot of blood. And they are like sprawled on the ground, like with their arm outstretched, like towards the door. And you see their wand is like just at their fingertips. and there is a knife in their back.
Good lord.
And it is a very bloody scene. And Professor NFT is like, oh my god. And the other Charms Advanced Professor is like coming in. Excuse me, coming through. And she's just like, oh.
Can I
Pokes
take
it
a
to
step
see if it's
in?
dead.
Wow.
You
Wow.
You can.
Same way.
Like the professors are like stunned. No one has acted just yet. So, what is Alf gonna do in this moment?
Well, I want to check to see if there's any way I can tell from the liver mortis how long it's been here. But I think Trish wanted to poke it to see if it was dead.
Yeah, Trish is poking.
You know, Trish, you poke it. This man is very dead. They go ahead and give me some a brains roll. I would say, gosh, I would say this is a middling roll for about a 10.
Who?
I think it was the knife.
Yeah.
Trish, don't touch it.
Yeah, Trish is like, oh, it's like a switchblade.
Is it for everyone to roll?
Drake Gallo.
If anyone wants to try to glean any information around this scene, they can certainly roll.
I'm not going to
brains.
be using magic to do this, so I'm not going to add my bonus for that.
Just tell me what you guys are doing, then it'll be different difficulties.
I met it.
You met it. Okay, perfect. Look at that.
Now, is there anything that I could do that is from one of the other ones?
No.
Like maybe
Just
charm?
Come on,
explode
explode.
twice.
Yeah.
Explode.
Yeah.
I am just blocking the doorway so nobody can see
Yeah.
inside
Yeah.
because that'll be too scary for the kids to see.
Oh my god, I actually rolled well.
You did well. Yeah, you exploded. I think didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. So
And
you get.
it's-
You get to roll that again.
No, it
No,
did roll
it
again.
does it
It was
automatically.
Oh, does it?
Oh, does it
It rolled
automatically?
a 4 and a 1.
Oh, and a 1. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that still doesn't get it. Yeah. But if you exploded again, you've done it. Oh boy. Well, par for the course.
I am clinging to /
Yeah,
hiding behind Trish, so
you
What?
get you're like this is
Like-
your first day of school and there's this fucking brutal scene.
Yep. I've basically got Trish's shirt tail. I'm just clinging.
Yeah.
Hey, little Cade, you might want to look away.
Yeah, Trish, even
My
for you this
Face is buried in Trish's back.
Do
Yeah.
you need me to roll grit? There's a stat for this, Cody.
Oh yeah?
There's a stat for this.
For what?
For seeing this grisly body.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think I'm not gonna make anyone roll grit or anything like that. I think, I mean,
Good.
yeah, okay,
Good.
yeah,
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Ignore it.
So, okay, let's. So everyone else is real dumb. That's
Does this murder look familiar to Moraine? Like the way it's displayed.
In fact, well, roll me. I think this would be brains to recall this, just because there's a lot of brain rolls here.
What difficulty?
I think it's fight.
Yeah. I was gonna say difficulty. Let's say difficulty 5 for Marin, because her parents are professors and she knows the history of this school pretty well.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I know
god.
crap.
Wow, you must have been. Yeah, that's a critical fail. And yeah, I mean, somewhere your parents are disappointed.
Yeah.
Like
I could feel it. And that's one of her what's it called?
Oh.
I can't remember what it's called.
Strengths?
One of her flaws.
It's kind of like, yeah, because like she wants to make her parents proud.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Is that her fear?
Yeah, like to
Yeah.
Letting her parents down.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't know if your parents are disappointed because you haven't told them that you couldn't remember this very, interesting bit. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that
but
the
you
silent
can, but like, all you are like, you know, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, now
I'll
that
just say
10.
my backs to everybody.
So now that 10 that you rolled, Alf, you are. So What the heck were you doing?
I forgot
I
at
did
this
too.
point.
You were checking the rigor mortis.
Oh
Yes,
yes,
no,
yes.
liver mortis. Liver
You
mortis
can
is
tell
different.
this
Sorry.
body has been dead for several days. Like you'd probably say about 3 days. Yeah, it's.
I'm not gonna list off all of my blood facts here,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm
look.
gonna keep that to myself.
Yeah, I don't know anything about dead bodies.
I know so many.
You do know some things.
I know
so
sometimes they
many.
hit the floor.
Oh, well, only if you let them.
You must let them.
Yes.
Yes.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yes. Yeah. How yeah, this body has been in here for several days. Whatever that looks like to you, Arby, that's what it is. I mean, what would that what would that look like?
Bad. Depends on the state of the body at the time of death, the environment it was kept in, whether or not it was humid, things like that, position in which it fell. If we're talking about like he got stabbed in the back and then like he fell on his back, a lot of the blood's going to be gone, especially from the places where it would normally pool, like on the back.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah. Well, the thing about livor mortis is that it's how the blood pools in the body post death, and so it's easy to tell like if a person was moved after that, and then like as time goes on, like the blood that's on the floor might start to separate into plasma and like the hemoglobin, and again that depends on the environment. Like so, like if you're in a very humid basement, it's gonna go a lot quicker, and like the stages of rot also depend on environment.
Yeah.
I have a quick question on mechanics real fast.
Sure.
There is no way I would have been able to get a 10 for my brains.
Not necessarily.
Right?
You can if you explode your dice, which means you get the highest of you get it 4 on a d4. It'll roll again for you, and you get to add that additional to your roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy for you. I mean, you're not here to you're not Sherlock Holmes in this situation. That's okay, but
Stats.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could have gotten the DC to get the recalling that memory, but a natural one is a natural one, unfortunately. So yeah, you could tell his body's been here for a few days, and it he was stabbed multiple times, and it looks like he fell on his own here. And he didn't die immediately. It looks like he was dying on the floor, and you could tell that he moved slightly from where he had originally fallen to here. Tried to get closer to the door, and
smear pattern.
Yeah, and you're noticing the blood. Since you're looking around the blood, you would notice this. In near his hand, you see words written in his blood.
Uh-oh.
And it says, the only thing that it says is find Rillis.
Oh, Professor Rillis.
Yes. And the whirring of the fans from NFT and the advanced charms teacher, they start kicking in, and they're like, out, children, please go, and they like try to get you out, and
I think it was the knife.
It was
in the classroom.
you stabbed multiple times, and
But Alf told me not to pick it up, so I'm just gonna put it back.
yeah, don't pick it up because you'll get your fingerprints everywhere, and we don't want you to be suspect because you weren't even here a few days ago when this dude died.
And
Trish just puts the knife back in.
Don't put it in him.
yeah, just you stab it into a completely different area.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. And yeah, so they shoo you out, and that
Professor NFT.
yes.
So I don't know if you noticed, but in the blood there was this Cody, I'm sorry you blurred out again.
Oh.
Read it, Cody.
I get blurred. Yeah.
In the blood he was saying to find Rillis, and I think that Professor Rillis might have something to do with this.
You
in not maybe not in like a I think that they killed this person kind of way. I think maybe in like a they know something.
In this NFT
I know it's really, really morbid to get excited about this. I'm really sorry.
This goes to speak, but he gets cut off by a very condescending voice. He's like, Alf, this is not for you. Could you please step aside and let the adults handle this? It is Livius Creeder. And he looks to you and he's like, why don't you all get to your rooms? I think you've seen enough here.
Why are you always so mean to us?
I don't believe you can help it.
He looks to you guys and he's like,
with all due respect, I see things worse than this.
I mean, if he wasn't so mean, it would mean he wouldn't care, right? So he cares.
He just snaps at you. I said to your rooms, students.
Sir, but I see.
To your rooms.
I have class. I can't go to my room.
There is no class. Class is the
Drenex heads to his room.
Yeah, I will hear nothing of it.
I can help.
You.
I still gotta guide the students back to their dorm.
Do what you must, but this scene is now quarantined off from students. He pulls out his wand and he puts a shroud in front of this area of so people can't look in, and he's like, this is enough. Now go off to your rooms.
I go to my other class. I go to advanced transfiguration.
And he turns around and just kind of just ignores Alf. And
Trish goes to grab Alf and drag her away. Specifically anywhere except for their room. We'll leave, but I'm not going back to my room.
I'm just gonna tag along with them.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, and I think that is where we're gonna end this session for tonight.
Still clinging to Trish's coattail, but no longer buried in her back.
And Livius Creeder is gonna look at you guys. And turn to NFT as you're walk away. Nosy kids always thinking they know better. And
Trish does that thing where when the teacher turns their back, they flick them off.
And yeah, that's where we're gonna end for tonight. On that image. Of you
Excellent.
flipping off Livius Creeter. Yeah.
Elf goes to Sweater Town.
And that's the first episode of the Aetherium. There was a lot to dump on this episode. But I promise it will be smoother as we go. As we get
Look at
into
me, Cody.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Oh, I had a plus
Don't look at your
one. I
microphone.
forgot.
What's that?
Stop looking at your microphone.
I'm looking at you. I have lazy
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, keep talking.
I.
What
Keeps going blurry.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's enough for tonight. I think we will regroup again next week to kind of see where this heads, because you know what will be the fallout from these classes. Why is there a dead body in this teacher's room, and where is the teacher? Why is this
I didn't do it.
dead person telling somebody to find this lost teacher? So there's a lot to unpack. And we will address more of this and other things next week. I think we'll be doing some classes and get into the sport.
Yes.
Sport ball.
That's right. We will unveil the sport that we have come up with.
The sport that Elf doesn't play.
But Alf does participate in her own way. We will have to see what that is. So yes, join us next week as we hop back into the Aetherium. And yeah, thank you guys for joining. Thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring us for this game and having a great time with the system so far. I think the system is great, and I can't wait to spend more time with kids on Brooms. So yeah, tomorrow is the Abomination Vaults game. We will see about that tomorrow if everything goes great. And Monday, anything, James?
It will depend. I'm planning on it, but I will have to think about it, how to potentially cancel it depending on a certain situation. But the plan is not to.
Well, we'll keep you guys posted for Dungenerates.
Yep.
Shit. And then yeah, so if you like Jared and you like kind of what this system has to offer, but in a little bit of a different way, with kids on bikes, then hey, hop on over to your favorite podcast listening program and download some Darkened States. That is Jared's podcast with some good old pals.
Nothing like Trish.
Nothing like Trish. And there are no bikes, apparently.
And Dax is a
Kid is
this
on
cute of
lies.
a boy.
And yeah. And then of course we'll be back Friday for this game. So I'll see you guys then, and we'll catch you there.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.